Sabi mo hangout tayo, puro ka naman games eh.
Sabi ko naman kasi sa'yo, subukan mo to. Mag-i-enjoy ka, promise.
Hindi nga kasi ako gamer eh. Pero sige na nga, ngayon lang to Wow! Anong gagawin natin dito?
Magkakampi tayo, tapos kalaban natin silang lahat. Kailangan sa huli, tayo lang matira, kaya dapat alert ka.
Lahat sila papatayin? Lahat?
Ganun na nga.
Hello!
Enjoy lang tayo,
Time for the mission. Get ready.
Anong gagawin ko ngayon?
Sundin mo ako, kailangan na natin kumuha ng baril.
Okay.
Enemy spotted. First blood.
Uy! Ayos to I'm hit!
May sniper! Nag-i-heal kita!
Nice, Westy.
Using adrenaline shot now.
Stay alert. Go, go, go! Nice! Subukan mo naman makatakas sa susunod! Konti na lang! Watch your six!
Only 2 teams left, getting close to victory.
Sa likod mo!
We have a winner.
See? Sabi kasi maganda, di ba?
Tara, isa pa!
Tara, tara! Start mo, start!
Sige.
Just look around you. They are everywhere. They operate from the shadows, right under your noses. You have absolutely no idea what you're up against.
If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Bestie, sabi mo hangout tayo. Puro ka naman games eh.
Sabi ko naman kasi sa'yo, subukan mo to. Mag-i-enjoy ka, promise.
Hindi nga kasi ako gamer eh. Pero sige na nga. Yan lang to ah. Wow! Anong gagawin natin dito?
Magkakampi tayo, tapos kalaban natin silang lahat. Kailangan sa huli tayo lang matira, kaya dapat alert ka, ha?
Lahat sila papatayin? Lahat?
Ganun na nga. Enjoy lang tayo, ha?
Time for the mission. Get ready.
Anong gagawin ko ngayon?
Sundin mo ako, kailangan na natin kumuha ng baril.
Okay.
Enemy spotted. First blood.
Uy! Ayos to ah! I'm hit!
May sniper! Teka, i-heal kita!
Thanks, Bestie.
Using adrenaline shot now.
Stay alert. Go, go, go! Nice! Subukan mo naman makatama sa susunod! Konti na lang! Watch your six!
Only 2 teams left. Getting close to victory.
Sa likod mo!
We have a winner.
See? Sabi kasi yung maganda, di ba?
Tara, isa pa!
Tara, tara! Start mo, start!
Sige.
Welcome to the Valkyrie series brought to you by Call of Duty Mobile. My name's AJ, I'm the Mustachio, down here with the one and only Cuckoo TV to bring you all of the action from today. Cuckoo, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great. This is, I thought that Monday was my last day here in Valkyrie series, but no. I am subbing in for Beef Mommy. So, Beef Mommy, I hope you're doing well there. I hope your internet will be fixed soon. And right now, AJ, we are back here in Garena's Call of Duty Mobile Valkyrie series, and we are now on day number 7, right?
Yep, on day 7. And so far, all of the teams have been able to show us exactly what they are made of. And we've been able to see a clear distinction of the top 4 as well as the bottom 4 within the Valkyrie series. Now, let's take a quick look, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at the qualified teams within the Valkyrie series.
Yes, we have the qualified teams here. AJ, we have XDG LXIX, Team Sukeban, 21 Huntress, Team Velvet, Gaijin Invicta, Team Eve, NU Genesis, and AIM Artemis. And these teams are coming from the Philippines, Malaysia, and Singapore.
Oh, absolutely, man. So MYSGPH all represented. And so far, here's what it is, right? The Philippines, they have been absolutely decimating the top board in here. And this is your tournament format. 8 teams go through each other in a single round robin, which means they will all meet another team at least once, just once. And that will decide exactly how the table will fall. And the top 4 within the table will move on to the playoffs, Cuckoo.
15 seconds. Price.
Yes, definitely. And you said that the Philippines are dominating this tournament right now. Yes, indeed. And we will see the standings later on, the updated standings after 7 days. But before we do that, AJ, we're going to talk about the prize pool of this tournament, and it is $3,000 for the prize pool, and the first placers will get $1,500. For the second placers, they will get $750. Third placers will get $500 and $250 for the fourth placer. So when you get into the playoffs, you are surely gonna win something here, AJ.
Oh, absolutely, man. But the things that the ladies are looking forward to are beyond the prize pool. What they want to look for is supremacy for themselves. They want to come in here and set the scene up for themselves, right? And these are just the budding contests, the budding tournaments that will be, giving birth to much bigger opportunities for all of the women in here under the Call of Duty mobile scene, Cuckoo.
Yes, most definitely. It will give more opportunities for the ladies, especially teams like XDG LXIX or even Team Velvet. And maybe they can actually fight against teams like NRX, NRX. You can fight against Triple V Esports and all of those other top-tier teams here in Call of Duty Mobile, or what we call the CUD community, right? And now we see here these standings after 6 days of the Valkyrie series, and right now, going from the bottom, we still have Team Eve with 18 lose here. No wins for them as of the moment, but I'm still hoping here, AJ, that Team Eve will get a win, maybe at least 1 or 2 tonight, and then we have on 7th place, 21 Huntress from Malaysia, Team Sukeban on 6th, on 5th, NU Genesis, AIM Artemis here at 4th, Gaijin Invicta at 3rd, Team Velvet at 2nd, and XDG LXIX at 1st. So now we see the scores tied up again here between these two top-tier teams. And I think you've watched that Monday main event, right? It was so intense between these two teams. However, they're not going to fight tonight and, change that same points for both of the teams.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing that, the bottom 4 can do to make it up into the top 4 unless, one of the teams, for some weird reason, get disqualified from the competition. Yeah, it's just not going to happen for them. The top 4 and the bottom 4, we've already got them sorted out, right? Let's take a quick look at the schedule, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as to what sort of action you can expect for today. AIM Artemis will take on Velvet. Now, this is definitely going to be a heated battle between the two. The favorites are going to be Velvet based on what's on paper. They look like the better team. But of course, AIM Artemis from the Philippines, they've been able to show that taking wins against big teams is not gonna be a problem for them at all. They slayed the 21 Huntress, and Genesis couldn't stand in their way as well. But Gaijin and Invicta, as well as XDG, have been able to take them down. Speaking of XDG, that will be series number 2. They'll take Team Eve on. So for your question, or you said Team Eve might be able to take 2. Yeah, highly improbable. NU Genesis, Sukeban, Gaijin, Invicta, 21 Huntress to close the day off later on, Kuku.
Yeah, definitely. And for tonight, again, we are first going to go ahead and see the teams between here, AIM Artemis from the Philippines and Team Velvet from Singapore. We now see the team lineup for AIM Artemis. We have Muji, Azri, Scarlet, Isa, Kimmy, and Sammy. And for this team, the game changers here would be most probably be Muji and Isa, in my opinion. They are the ones getting or carrying the team here. But again, without the support of the supporting cast here, we have Asri, Scarlet, Kimmy, and Sammy. They won't be at that top number 4 in that standing. And now, as we see them, we're going to move on to one of the top tier teams here in this tournament. We will see Team Velvet, AJ.
Oh, absolutely, man. Keiki, Elmo, J, Vapey, Sovella, NXBot, as well as Bloom will be dropping in. And here's the problem, right? Just like the likes of AIM Artemis, this team has got so many superstars. Now, I can't single out any one of them above the other. We always see the fight between the team members themselves. NXBot, Elmo J, even Vapey, Sovella, they always, contest for the top spot for those matches. Keiki as well as Bloom, they are constantly in those power positions all the time. Team Velvet really knows how to play Call of Duty Mobile competitive for multiplayer, and they do it perfectly. So far, only one team has managed to outshine them, and that is XDG LXIX, Cuckoo.
Yeah, definitely. And we saw that last Monday when they go head-to-head. But now for the head-to-head MVP player highlights that we have between these two teams right now, AIM Artemis, Scarlet, and Velvet, Vappy. And Vappy, another player from Team Velvet, AJ, that has been really improving, getting those MVPs lately. And on the other hand, Scarlet, a lot of fans actually from the comment section for Scarlet, and with their average skill 14 to 16, really close. Average depth though 16 for Scarlet and 11.80 for Vappy, and then for the assist we have 7.83 and 4.40 for Vappy. I think Scarlet is actually doing more of the support role here, AJ, and then Vappy going for those frags together with Elmo J with Team Velvet. And now we're going to see here the bans and picks here. Looks like Team AIM Artemis is able to get that coin toss win.
Oh, absolutely, man. Which means they'll be able to pick the map of Hardpoint and Domination. So let's get right into it. Let's take a quick look at the bans, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Standoff and Crossfire has been blocked out, and AIM Artemis is going to be bringing us into map number 1, Firing Range. Super duper straightforward Hardpoint at Firing Range, Cuckoo. We know exactly how this will be dropping down. All 4 of those Hardpoints are in such clear, vicinity. You take the Scout Tower, you will be able to pick up on Branch Road. Command Center is a beast of its own. White Warehouse has to be fought, totally separate. There's no one point that you can take without having to move your butts all over. Let's see exactly how these two teams take it, right? Search and Destroy on the other hand, Coco.
Yeah, definitely. We have here Crash and Tonisha getting banned here for Search and Destroy. Really interesting picks here for the two teams, and now we're going into Raid. And I was actually thinking, AJ, that they might go Firing Range altogether because of Team Velvet being really that good in Firing Range. But we're gonna see Raid here for these two ladies team, and this is an interesting matchup here with the Alpha going at the court area, and then with Bravo going at the middle area right over there, but not in the middle, just right above the map of Raid. And I think there's going to be a really good switching ups for these two teams in this Search and Destroy. Now we switch over here to map number 3, AJ.
Yep, standoff and crash has been blocked out. Let's see exactly where AIM Artemis wants to finish this off. Domination will be played at Summit, and what a place to be playing this at, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because we will have the cable car platform, control room number 2, as well as the edge platform for the teams to go in and conquer. It's not going to be easy at all. When those cluster strikes galore come through, you know it is going to be party. Now, exactly how is Team Velvet going to be taking this? We are just not sure yet, Cuckoo, and I'll tell you why, right? AIM Artemis has been able to be so impressive, and if anything, right, one of the best, right behind XDG as well as Velvet. Do you happen to have a prediction for this match?
It's really hard to predict this type of matchup that we have here right now, especially with AIM Artemis having the momentum as well, together with Team Velvet going into this game. But then again, I would still go with the Singaporean team here, Team Velvet, as they really are dominating all the other teams except for XDG LXIX AJ.
All right, now let's take a quick look and see. It's going to be Yisa as well as Keiki. Ooh, and it's just all out Velvet from the start in here. But you know exactly how this works, Cuckoo. One perfect hard point can turn things around. So AIM Artemis has got nothing to worry about. And speaking of which, this is the very first hard point at Branch Road. The most difficult to go in and defend as well as pick up.
Yeah, definitely. This is the most difficult one, as I've mentioned to Neptune in the previous days. And if you're actually able to get the white warehouse, though, that's one of the power positions for this hard point that we have, AJ. So if ever you're able to get that, you will be able to, capture this hard point and maybe get those points. But earlier on here, AJ, Team Velvet, earlier on with the lead.
Okay, now let's see exactly what is going to happen here, as AIM Artemis making a comeback isn't going to be too impossible, but Velvet has been able to set up an amazing defense at the command center. A two-lady standpoint, and they're going to also block off access from the clearing area as well as middle lane. Beautiful gameplay coming in here from Velvet. Not even, getting those members to hold just purely the hard point, but stepping out of their comfort zone and holding such a front line, so they will be able to signal the rest if or not that front line is breached. Muji making her way through QQ9 will be able to challenge them for the points, but Velvet will still be able to blast through here.
Yeah, definitely, and Team Velvet able to really defend this well on the two corners right over there. We see here NX Bot, and we also have Bloom able to take control of it, and Team AIM Artemis not able to get in, and looks like they're on rotation right now. One of the players already on the map here, going on to the next hard point, and with 5 seconds left, this is going to be hard for Team AIM Artemis, as they need to improve their rotation and also able to actually get the kills so that Team Velvet won't be able to defend it really well. Now, the white warehouse is the next hard point, AJ. Let's see if Team AIM Artemis can get it.
Oh, as you said it, man. Elmo J with a triple kill, and she is continuously wiping out all of the players from AIM Artemis. But they've managed to take over the white warehouse. The question is for how long? Now, the white warehouse is going to be easy to defend, especially if you've got a couple of defender shields in here with you. You pop it up in front of the door. You block out the access. Beautiful play coming in here from Keiki, who has managed to take that scout tower. Stand up top. Muji trying to take her out, remove her from this equation. A quick nade in here. She will not be able to take her down. On top of that, Velvet, because of that scout tower play, has been able to command the white warehouse, and they will be able to pick all of those points up before we go in for the next rotation, and that's going to be Barracks Hut, Cuckoo.
Yeah, this is going to be Barracks Hut now for the next hard point. Looks like AIM Artemis able to actually go into position already. However, Team Velvet is still fragging out. They're trying to push in all the way through. Elmo J with the QQ9 able to actually get Muji off the map. 2 players from Team Velvet, though, got killed as well. Still getting challenged here for both of the teams is this next hard point. But look, Team Velvet will be able to get it. They are still dominating this match with 123 points already, AJ.
Yeah, I just realized the QQ9 sounds like your name, man. The QQ9.
Wow. Yeah, I actually realized that now.
MOJ just slaying everyone in front of her, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What a crazy matchup this has been so far. I'm actually quite astounded by the way Velvet is picking up this match. They are so dominant. They are not allowing AIM Artemis any space at all to pick these points out. Vapi is on fire, and I think they are making up for their performance yesterday against Team Eve. And what a way to do that, because game number 1, impressive indeed.
Yes, it is impressive indeed. And you know what? Based on the statistics here of AIM Artemis, that's their lowest score in Hardpoint. And only Team Velvet can do that to them. And you know what? With this one being done by Team Velvet, we might see again, you know, that they might win, especially in the domination match. But I'm not sure, though, with the next match, which is going to be Search and Destroy, but because that is a totally different gameplay. I mean, with Hardpoint, there's going to be respawns and all that other stuff. I mean, you do have to go for the objectives. And again, with this win of Team Velvet, again, a dominant win against Team AIM Artemis.
Yeah, on top of that, it is Velvet's pick next, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at Raid. And one of the biggest problems with Raid is it is a big map. And, you know, when you go in for your rotations, there are many different ways you can rotate over to the next, bomb site, regardless of how you take this, right? But let's go through the details of this match first. Elmo J, once again, your hashtag nominee for the Valkyrie Honor Award, right? Hashtag Valkyrie Elmo J in the comment section. Once again, picking up that MVP. 18,819 is her KDA. 3,084 points. On the other side, you've got Muji and Yisa, just like you mentioned earlier at the start. Yes, they do manage to come in here and perform for their team, but unfortunately, totally outshined by the Singaporeans.
Yeah, totally outshined. The level of gameplay or the level of skills that Team Velvet compared to AIM Artemis is far too away from each other. And right now, again, just a recap for all the viewers right now, just tuning in, just make sure, by the way, to please share this live stream publicly. And please don't forget to put those reacts and also the hashtags for the Valkyrie Honor Award. Now we see map number 2, which is going to be on Raid, like what you mentioned. This is the pick of Team Velvet. And again, Search and Destroy is the name of the game mode. Let's see where will AIM Artemis go when it comes to attacking side or the defensive side. And also the same thing goes to Team Velvet. I would expect that the alpha site will be more of a site to be pushed by either of the two teams.
It really depends, right? Because a map like Raid, you will be able to confuse your, opponents because of the size that I talked about once again. If you continuously go in for that basketball court push, to go in for that A plant, and, you don't use the opportunity to just mix it up once in a while as the guerrilla side to go in for those early plants, it's not really going to give you a lot of advantages in this game. Making use of the fact that the map is huge, making use of the fact that you can just rush in for a quick plant and set up a crazy defense, just waiting for the side of the defensive side, I have to say, to come in for the retake and then wiping them out. That's perfection. Let's see exactly how Velvet plays this, because they will be on the offensive side. They've got the bomb to plant in here. NX bot, taken down with a beautiful thermite by Sammy.
Yeah, that was a beautiful termite by Sammy there. Able to actually take out the bomb handler or the bomb holder here, which is NX bot. Now Savella with the sniper here, able to actually take the bomb and able to actually take one down here is Muji here coming from the side of Team AIM Artemis. So it is a 4v4 situation. This is going to be a slow game for me because this is the big map, AJ. Let's see if Elmo J can get one.
Yeah, so they could have taken it fast, but they didn't. Isa as well as Sammy is shutting down Sovella and Elmo J. Unfortunately, it's going to be a 2-on-3 situation. Keiki brings out her Fennec, Sammy QQ9. How is this going to go down? The meta right now is definitely the QQ9. Sammy will have the advantage, but the gunsmith really changes exactly how the guns function in the game from player to player, doesn't it, Kuku?
Yeah, yes, indeed. It actually does. But, ooh, Sammy able to actually take out Keiki with one player left standing. And remember, AJ, Team Velvet is the one on the attack mode. And usually, like what we said before, the attack mode only has the actually does have the advantage, as they were able to finish off Team Velvet in that first round. A surprising win, actually, for me here for AIM Artemis in the first round.
Okay, so yes, the attacking side does have the advantage, but we need to take a look at the map as well, because when you drop into raid, the defensive side will be able to get to the bomb sites first. So it's all about exactly how they stack their defense. Isa with the beautiful snipe on NX bot, which means she has removed one of the biggest pain points for AIM Artemis to deal with. One more opportunity, but this time it is Keiki that approaches the situation, taking down Gisa. Azri will shut Elmo J down, which means the two biggest threat from Velvet have been removed. AIM Artemis now with a very big opportunity, and with Keiki and Sovela going down, Bloom will need to go and work double time. One more opportunity. It's going to be Kimmy on the takedown, but a beautiful slide. QQ9 perfection. AIM Artemis will take round number 2.
Yeah, what a beautiful slide there by Kimmy, able to actually dodge the bullet coming from the last player of Team Velvet, which was Bloom. And right now, they are trying to mix it up, AJ. However, the thing is, there's not enough players to actually push that site, and right now looks like Team Velvet will try to push A, and now that's an early elimination. Keiki one down from Team Velvet.
See, this is what I'm talking about. When you go in for your defense good and you've already shut down that location, which is what the defensive side should be able to do on raid, it really does change the dynamic of the game. And you, as the attacking side, you know, we are so used to Call of Duty Mobile. When you pick up the bomb, you rush in for the plant. If you're playing firing range, that's going to be possible for the attacking side. You play standoff, it's going to be possible. You play raid, yeah, man. If you are on the defense, you have got the advantage. Then again, that really depends if you've got a crazy good sniper on your end, which clearly AIM Artemis has. Now, this is the access into the area with that smoke and thermite. That's exactly how you are able to breach the basketball court when it is being defended well. Elmo J with that final takedown will make sure Team Singapore pulls 1 point back.
Yeah, and this is really good for Team Velvet, as they were able to get back the momentum from Team AIM Artemis. Right now, AJ, AIM Artemis does have the bigger chance right now to actually defend all these sites. However, they are changing it up. Team Velvet is changing it up every single round. And look what they're doing right now. All 5 members of Team Velvet is focusing on the Bravo site.
Okay, now let's see exactly how they will be able to take this. One player from the side of AIM Artemis going in for a very long flank. She's in the bedroom right now. Hopefully, she doesn't take a nap. Sammy takes out NX spot. Are we going to be able to see Muji perform in here as well? This is a very risky position, but it doesn't matter. Sammy as well as Kimmy, they take one each for themselves. Bloom trying to equalize things for the team, but unfortunately, it will be a 4-on-1. And AIM Artemis looks so good to pick up a 3rd round in here for themselves. This is gonna be a do-or-die situation for Blue, but a headshot from Yisa settles this round.
And you know what? AIM Artemis is able to actually read whatever game plan or strategy that Team Velvet is doing right now, AJ. They knew that all 5 players were already there. There was like one trying to get out of that area. Then again, the rotation of the player coming from the B side, or the Alpha side rather, able to actually go exactly to where they need to be, and that's basically stopping Team Velvet's push to wherever they want to push. And right now, round number 5 is in. Let's see if Team Velvet can make a win here.
Yeah, I think if Velvet can win this round, they might just win this game, right? Because after this, they will be on the defensive side, and they just need to steal just one more round from the side of AIM Artemis. So Vela taking Sammy out of the equation. One slide coming through. Bye-bye, says Isa. And export deleted. Muji with the QQ9 is unable to eliminate Elmo J. This brings us to a 3-on-2 situation. Azri still has got the sniper in her hands. Isa, Fennec as she drops in. Unfortunately, Keiki gets eliminated. It's a 2-on-2, equalized up now, 34 HP, almost taking Azri down. Unfortunately, she does not capitalize. Issa now taken down by Elmo J. 2-on-1. What can this sniper from the Philippines do?
Well, Astri, one of the best snipers in this tournament. I've seen a lot of highlights coming from her. Now the plant is in. The plant will be successful for Team Velvet, and it is a 2v1 situation. Again, it's a numbers advantage right now for Team Velvet. I'm not sure, though, how Astri will be able to do this. Probably she would need to get another gun. Yes, indeed, she did get another gun from another player, and let's see if she can handle this 2v1 situation.
Okay, she is approaching this QQ9 together with a sniper in her hand as well. Azri checking all of the power positions, spots one player out, does not go in for the push, will drop into the locker room real quick for the rotation. One elimination, unfortunately, is just not enough, and it will be Velvet that takes that second very, very crucial point when they were on the attacking side. And right now, how will AIM Artemis play this? Are they going to be able to play a perfect attacking round? Because the advantage is now with Team Velvet. And they're going to be setting up a 2-1-2 defensive side. Let's see what the player within the kitchen will do. Because if she goes in for the early push, that will ruin plans. Elmo J, beautiful thermite coming through. One more opportunity. Two-piece for herself. Sammy and Kimmy have been eliminated. Elmo J, one more opportunity. Third piece. Azri goes down as well. And this is what I'm talking about. Team Velvet is on fire.
Team Velvet. I almost thought that they were lost there in the defensive side, but just because of Elmo J, AJ, you know, Elmo J's three-piece basically just psyched them out. AIM Artemis right now with Issa left with a man-o-war right now. Let's see if she can do a 4v1. It is highly unlikely that she would win, as NXBot just waiting at that corner, able to get that win. It is going to be a 3-3 score now for our search and destroy. I would see Team Velvet getting these wins already now, AJ.
Destroy the objective.
Yeah, so like I mentioned, right, they took very, very important points away when they were on the attacking side, and now they're going to go for the 2-1-2 split yet again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's see what does AIM bring in here. They have smoked off two very crucial points. Elmo J not allowing the breach. Two-piece for her yet again, and she is just on fire. Now the breach might come through into the basketball court. Yisa takes Bloom out of this equation. Keiki with the opportunity. Yisa says no, shuts down her Keiki as well for a two-piece for herself. Now let's see exactly how they managed to take the basketball court, because the bomb is down. Yisa once again, but Elmo J shuts her out. Muji does not get the shot. Turns around. Elmo J's down. NXBot comes flying back through, eliminating Muji. It's a one-on-one, and Azri will have the bomb. Can she go in for the plant? NXBot, she can come in here for the prevention. On the approach right now from the swimming pool, and she does go in for the approach, but that Fennec does not do the job. Such a little bit of HP left, and Azri survives.
Yeah, and Azri will be able to get that regen of her HP, able to actually plant the bomb as well. This is going to be an interesting 1v1 situation. NXBot trying to chase Azri. Azri trying to get away. She has the sniper, so now let's see if she can actually get that snipe in. Azri will be seen here, and oh, there you go. NXBot will be able to finish her and will be able to defuse. There's enough time for NXBot to get this.
Yeah, what a way to take this right back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What a way to take it right back. Now, I know with the performance of Velvet at the early parts of the matches, some would have started doubting already. Oh, maybe AIM Artemis can take this win. But this is Raid. The meta of the map has been read and played amazingly by Velvet so far. And this is their defensive 2-1-2 classic Velvet, which has just worked out so well. The bomb is going to be dropping into Bravo this time, Cuckoo. Let's see what they pull off.
And you know what? The game changer here for Team Velvet is Elmo J. She can handle it all alone, as the B plant here for Team AIM Artemis is successful. 4v5 situation, though. Let's see if they can actually handle 5 Velvet ladies.
Now let's see if or not they are able to take them out, because this is a great plan as well as a defensive position assumed. Kimi with the opportunity on Elmo J, and the shutdown will come through because she didn't check the right corner. And those kills are just falling left, right, center. So Vela with the opportunity does not go in for the click in time. Sammy exposes herself and will take Sovella out. Bloom the final opportunity, QQ9, but unable to get it done as AIM Artemis pulls 1 point back.
And this is what I'm talking about, AJ. I mentioned before we actually even started this one, it is going to be a really close battle here. Especially AIM Artemis is really good as well with search and destroy. And right now, again, the defense is on Team Velvet. Like what you said, they have the advantage right now, but looks like they're gonna try to go for a push at Alpha, maybe trying to fake it and maybe try to go right in the middle, going to B.
Well, you cannot fake it till you make it at rate. And Xbot showing you exactly that. 2P so far. Unfortunately, Yisa will take her out with that wall bang. A second one for her as well as Bloom will just wither away. So Vela Keiki, Elmo J still alive. It's a 3-on-3. Yisa, Sammy, Muji on the side of AIM Artemis. Now Muji's going to be making that invade into Central Garden just so that they can rotate over from that kitchen. Keiki taking Muji out, which means Team Velvet now has got the support for the 3 versus 2. The objective in here is to get that bomb plant as Yisa just equalizes things up between the 2 teams. Bomb still not down, and from the Central Garden, they will now approach Bravo. Can they get the plant and lock this situation down?
And you know what? I love how Sammy from AIM Artemis, the patience, she was just waiting right at the pool area, and now, Savella with that sniper kill, and now it's going to be a 2v1 situation. Team Velvet will have the advantage here. Let's see if Sammy can clutch it, AJ.
Yeah, I think she can, man. QQ9, great positioning coming in here from Sammy. She should be able to spot out one.
Oh, no.
Goodness me, unfortunately, the one that was standing right in front of her was Elmo J. And they will take the match point. Are we going to be able to see the Singaporeans take 2 games in a row? Or are we going to be able to see Philippines just put a stop to their run and take 2 rounds back to back? Cuckoo, let's go, buddy.
Well, you know what? Issa should have just waited instead of pushing right at over there in the previous round. Maybe waited with Sammy at the B site. However, she got spotted right away, and now let's see here. Keiki spotting Issa again with a Man o' War. B plan is up. It is still a 5v5. No one got spotted yet. No one got killed yet. But Anexbot will be able to see here. Muji will actually be killed here, AJ.
Yeah, amazing spot coming in here from NX Bot, and it's going to be Sovela with the opportunity again, but she does not do it well. Grenade out, she is not going to be able to get much from it, I thought, but she does get so much of HP taken away from that player from AIM Artemis. Unfortunately, Kimi will be able to survive, and Elmo J will be tasked to drop in. 1 piece, 2 piece, Sammy goes down as well, and it's now going to be a 2-on-1. Kimi, QQ9 drops in, but Elmo J will finish her off, and the defusal. Do they have enough time though?
Diffused.
Oh! Wow!
How?
That was like less than a second left that they have. AJ, wow, what a defusal there coming from Team Velvet as they get the win in Search and Destroy. What a clutch defusal there. Was it Bloom there, AJ, the one who defused that?
I have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, it could have even been Elmo, but at the end of the day, Team Velvet with the beautiful clutch towards the very end, and 2 games back-to-back they have now taken against AIM Artemis. Number 1 in very convincing fashion, and the second game here, it really looked like, AIM Artemis had the advantage at the start, but obviously that was not the case, as Velvet would just come right back in there and take all of those rounds. Elmo J, la bro. Elmo J once again. The M freaking VP. Hashtag Valkyrie Elmo J in the comment section, ladies, German boys and girls. Isa and Sammy this time doing really well for the side of AIM Artemis. Look at NX Bot, Bloom up in there as well. They are all doing amazing, but this one girl, Elmo freaking J has just been outshining the rest of them in this day today.
And Elmo J, we saw a lot of highlights coming from her, able to actually defend solo Alpha site in that search and destroy and raid. And we saw like one of the highlights there, a 3-piece coming from Elmo J, and that actually made the game change for AIM Artemis. They were like trying to actually push A site, and they knew already that Elmo J was waiting. So if you notice, AJ, they pushed Bravo instead of Alpha. So I think they're kind of getting scared already with Elmo J getting those frags, getting those kills, and again with that game changer coming from Elmo J. Again, Valkyrie Honor Award. Put those hashtags, guys. Again, they got the win here in Search and Destroy. Now we're going to be moving in to Domination here on map number 3 and Summit. Again, this is a different type of game mode, a different type of objective is what you will get. You will get Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. And let's see what will be their plan here. I think still, if you're going to ask me right now, AJ, what will be my prediction? It is still going to be Team Velvet.
Yeah, Velvet has been very, very convincing in here so far. And, they don't look like they want to drop match number 3. And if anything, if you take Hardpoint as an indicator as to how this respawn map Domination will be, AIM Artemis does not have much of an opportunity. Here's the thing, though. They have been able to recover from that Domination map. They've been able to go into Search and Destroy and actually bring the fight up pretty well towards the side of Velvet. The only problem there was Elmo J, and she has been in tip-top form. If they are not able to take her down, she's, the side of Velvet's most probably going to be able to win that round. The problem in here is Domination, no matter how many times you take Elmo J down, she's going to come right back into the match and torture you. This is how those non-respawn modes really, really play into the hands of such aggressive players like Velvet, right? But if anything, this is one final opportunity, Cuckoo, for AIM Artemis to dent the armor of Velvet, and I don't think they will want to give up that exit.
Yeah, definitely. And based on history, like previously on day number 6, we have Team Velvet versus Team Sukeban. Actually, Sukeban, one of the teams that is actually down on the bottom side of our standings, able to actually get a win on Domination with Team AIM Artemis. So that can be one of the points here that we can talk about going into this matchup between Team Velvet and Team AIM Artemis. And Team AIM Artemis, again, battling against a really top form team. The chemistry, the synergy of Team Velvet is far too damn good right now. And again, it's highly unlikely they might get a chance maybe if Team Velvet all of a sudden just went on a different strategy here or gameplay against Team AIM Artemis. But still, again, Team Velvet will be able to do this or get a win against Team AIM Artemis. Maybe we'll see a triple cap maybe in this game, multiple triple caps for Team Velvet.
We may, based on the aggression that we saw in game number 1, maybe that's going to be the case, right? But that aggression cannot be translated directly into Domination, into Summit especially, because it's such a different sort of a map. You're not going to be able to rotate from Charlie, from that edge platform, all the way into the cable car platform very easily. It is going to take a while for you to get there. And, getting a triple cap on Summit is not impossible, but it's darn near super duper crazy difficult, right? And, being able to dominate your team on Summit and then take a triple cap as well and hold on to it for a long time, it takes a master team to be able to do that. You literally need to spread out thin. Your players need to be on 3 sides at the same time. And if anything, Velvet has been able to show us that they can do that. That 2-1-2 split that they had on Raid was perfection. If anything, we know Elmo J can take one side all by herself. But where will these power positions be played? And are we going to be able to see, them going in for full-on rotations again and again and picking up whatever sites available nearby? Or will we be seeing pure strategy come out from Velvet where those players will be assigned to specific power positions? That's exactly what I want to check out here, Cuckoo.
Yeah, and I also want to bring back to when Muji went for the nuke in Domination, if you remember that, AJ. So, I mean, AIM Artemis does have the potential here in this matchup here against Team Velvet. So if ever, say, for example, Muji would, frag out like what Elmo J has been doing so far right now, maybe we can, see another nuke from... we actually call her the baby nuke, Muji, for the past 3 days there when we had Neptune here in the panel. But with this one in mind, again, the potential is in for AIM Artemis. All they need to do is to follow their game plan and to disrupt whatever Elmo J is giving or providing a contribution to Team Velvet. So if they are able to stop, I think Elmo J, maybe Team AIM Artemis can actually get a win in Domination. But again, history here for AIM Artemis. They are struggling with the Domination map.
AIM Artemis has been amazing. Okay, if anything, they have been super consistent about winning or losing. They have won 4 series and they have lost 2 series. Any of the series that they have won, they have taken it 3-0. Any of the series that they have lost, the 2 series that they have lost 3-0. Okay, they've kept it consistent in that way. And that's what I'm afraid of. If they are not able to take the first 2 away from Velvet, that consistency of not being able to face off against certain types of teams might just come true in here. And Velvet's going to tap out them 3-0, right? And then we take a quick look at Velvet's performance in here so far. They've only ever lost to one team, and only one other team has been able to draw a little bit of blood. Gaijin Invicta has been able to draw a little bit of blood. So let's take a quick look and see what sort of a performance AIM Artemis had against Gaijin Invicta. They lost 3-0 to Gaijin Invicta. So, if anything, the numbers are already telling us AIM Artemis is going to get crushed at Domination. But it is a beautiful opener coming in here from Team Blue as they open up Alpha as well as Bravo. They take control of the cable car platform, immediately invade control room number 2. But the name of the game is how long can you hold on to these points? Amazing! Coming through in here for Velvet as they drop in for the cable car platform capture first. But can they hold on to the edge platform? They don't. They will lose it. And Bravo Charlie belongs to AIM Artemis.
Yes, indeed. And AIM Artemis just showing us that they have the potential here, AJ, to be able to defeat Team Velvet. How long will they be able to take control of control room number 2 as Keiki able to drop 2, or actually 1 player over there, which is Kimmy, and right now she was dropped by AIM Artemis as well. And now looks like Team Velvet trying to get back Bravo. Unfortunately, if you look at the map there, AJ, Team AIM Artemis is still able to actually get those positions in, able to defend it really well. And I think we're going to have an early lead here coming from Team AIM Artemis. The question now would be for the second half here, but we're going to see that later on here on this Domination matchup.
Yeah, exactly. Now they are going to be changing their minds. Instead of focusing on the control room number 2, the invade for edge platform will come through. Are they going to be able to get it? They quickly swing right around and they do not focus on the edge platform. And this is the surprise that AIM Artemis did not expect. And they will lose control room number 2 right after the distraction at that edge platform. And Sammy is dropping in to pull it right back. Unfortunately, they will need to manage the way they will take this away from Team Velvet. Bloom drops in for the prevention, and Team AIM Artemis, they've been able to pull away. Can they now take Bravo back?
And it looks like Team Velvet trying to change up their gameplay here. It's kind of like one-dimensional for me when they try to push at Bravo site, trying to get in at that doorway. Someone needs to rotate all the way to the other doorways so that they can actually get it. And look what I'm talking about there. Bloom able to actually take out one of the players of AIM Artemis, and right now all they need to do now is be consistent here, and again they might be able to take back B, or might be try to go for Charlie, maybe Elmo J can one of the game changers here for this matchup, as still AIM Artemis able to actually take control of this, and looks like they're gonna take this first half of this Domination matchup, AJ.
Yeah, this looks like a chokehold by AIM Artemis already, and no matter what Team Velvet does, they cannot invade that control room number 2. They have tried distracting at the edge platform. It has worked for a while, but that particular strategy is not going to be working for long. Now, as we will go in for the rotations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 2 sides, they will go in and switch sides, right? Now, it is going to make available the cable car platform to Team Velvet first, and Velvet can do exactly what AIM Artemis has done to them so far. How will they be able to pull this off though? Elmo J dropping in real quick, takes Scarlet out, and that's going to be the opener for the match as Velvet will secure the edge platform. And this is what is important. Look at, they will be able to secure the cable car platform, but edge platform, the prevention from the side of Velvet has been able to make sure that Team AIM Artemis does not pick those early points up, Cuckoo.
Yeah, definitely. I actually saw that too, AJ, that Charlie, it was actually captured like after maybe 30 seconds at the start of the second half, and that actually made the game change here for these two teams, and now Team Velvet able to actually take control now of Bravo, and right now we see here NX Bot with a Sparrow gameplay trying also to get those kills, trying to get those Sparrow kills here at Charlie, but nope. They will still be able to take control here of Bravo.
Well, Muji just flying through. This is the capture coming back in here for AIM Artemis. One person dropping in for the prevention, but it's a 3-on-1. Bloom will get taken down, and AIM Artemis will be able to snatch Bravo back into their grasp. And hitting that 90-point mark now, it is Team Velvet that plays catch-up. Are they going to be able to pull Bravo back in here for themselves? It looks like it is going to be difficult because this has been fully blocked off by AIM Artemis. Now, if you ask me, this is the comeback gameplay, that redemption for AIM Artemis. Velvet, they need to go in a little bit stronger if they want to prevent this. Bloom has been ready with the FHJ. Will she be able to take out the XS1 Goliath that is going to be able to ravage through the players of Velvet? Unfortunately, the XS1 Goliath does not do any damage at all. Here comes NX Bot, and she shows exactly what the XS1 can do. Unfortunately, today is the day where all of the XS1s look like they do not function in the game. The difference is NX Bot managed to capture Bravo with that XS1 Goliath.
And you know what? Look at the cluster strikes coming from Team AIM Artemis, able to actually get 2 on Bravo and Charlie, and now they're on the verge of getting Bravo again. However, Elmo J trying to gatekeep everybody from Team AIM Artemis from getting in control room number 2, and looks like that will be the game changer here for Team Velvet.
A triple cap coming through, but it will not last long at all, Cuckoo. Cable car platform gets snatched right back up by AIM Artemis. Now, this is 12 points between the two teams, and Velvet doing all they can to fight this back. Question is, how much more will they need to do? Here comes the play by AIM Artemis, immediately eliminated. Cable car platform capture attempt coming through for Velvet once again, and it's gonna be the triple cap all over again. Team Singapore, here they come fighting right back. KT with the opportunity, XS1 Goliath, they will not prevent the capture of Charlie, but KT should be able to take this back for herself.
It is a close battle here, AJ, as Team AIM Artemis only able to capture Charlie. Now they will probably go for another triple cap here as Alpha and Bravo. There you go, AJ. Another triple capture for Team Velvet, but Alpha will get by AIM Artemis right away. It is a close battle. I'm not really sure who's going to win this, but it's still, Team Velvet still has the advantage with 2 captured sites.
I think Velvet has already done it. This is AIM Artemis on the chopping block. They need to be able to get a triple cap right now. They cannot let Velvet pick these points up, but impossible due to the positioning on the map, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Velvet has been able to serve a donut up to AIM Artemis to open up the last day of our group stages.
Wow, and I love how Keiki and NX Bot positioned their XS1 Goliaths out over there, and also the cluster strikes coming from Team Velvet over at Bravo, preventing Team AIM Artemis from actually getting it, and actually with that positioning and also the positioning of the cluster strikes, they made it to triple capture for like just a little bit there, AJ. Unfortunately, again, they were able to capture the alpha site for AIM Artemis, but again, that made this win for Team Velvet. And there you see here, as the post-game breakdown is shown on our screens, LMOJ again, AJ, with that MVP. So put, again, for the Singaporean fans out there, and also for the Filipino fans who's supporting LMOJ, put those hashtags for LMOJ for the Valkyrie Honor Award, hashtag Valkyrie LMOJ. And for the other side here, AIM Artemis Scarlet going for that MVP with 6 captured points and a 22-17-12 KDA.
Oh, absolute perfection coming in here for Elmo J. Day after day after day, she will just drop in all of her performance and amaze the whole of the community. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is perfection coming in here from Singapore, and I am very, very happy to see this is the quality that Velvet has been able to bring into the game. 29-150, 4-6, 137-150. AIM Artemis falls to Velvet.
Right, and I love how these teams are still playing for it, because we mentioned earlier on, AJ, that we already know who's going into the playoffs, right? So I love how really competitive these ladies are. Especially on these type of games. I mean, unfortunately for Firing Range, it is a one-sided matchup there for Team Velvet. But again, for Team Velvet, they want to be the most dominant ladies team here for this group stages. And we will see later on if ever XDG LXIX battling against, Team Eve, if they will get a lose there, but for me, that's highly unlikely with Team Eve's gameplay and with also XDG's gameplay. Now we see here the highlights, AJ.
Yeah. So let's talk about, the next series a little bit in here, because in terms of Velvet as well as AIM Artemis, they have both done amazing against each other. In here, AIM Artemis was not able to draw blood, was not able to give XDG the upper hand to ensure and guarantee the top spot. But then again, it's not really needed because the top 4 has already been confirmed in the competition in here. And this is all for the bragging rights. Unfortunately, it is Velvet who will be able to brag that they don't need a nuke against Team Eve to show exactly how good they are. They can take on a team like AIM Artemis and tap out them, absolutely obliterate them 3-0. And this is the side of Velvet that I absolutely love seeing. Now, speaking on the, topic of the new Team Eve later on will be going up against XDG LXIX. And it wasn't, this team. It wasn't AIM Artemis that actually got the nuke against Eve. It was NU Genesis, who will be performing in here today as well against Sukeban. Now, I want to see if NU Genesis can get that nuke against Sukeban. Then we will talk, Cuckoo.
Yeah, then we will talk about it. Yeah, I'm sorry about that earlier. But anyways, guys, again, highlights here for Domination. This is actually a back and forth matchup here between AIM Artemis and Team Velvet. And here we would see on the first half that Team AIM Artemis is able to actually get to 75 points. First, unfortunately, with Team Velvet's gameplay here, look at Elmo J. This is where I was talking about that someone was gatekeeping Team AIM Artemis from getting through Bravo's site, and that is actually really nice for Elmo J to actually go for that role. And there you would see the triple cap, but just for a little bit, maybe 2 to 3 seconds over there, but it is still effective. It's still effective. They went for all of their objectives here as Keiki with the XS1 Goliath, able to actually kill off the players here on Charlie. And later on, we would see NXBot as well on the same position where Keiki was at earlier. And again, that made or gave them the win. And there we see now the MVP for this series, Velvet Elmo J.
Definitely well deserved. Not just the MVP for this whole series, MVP for every single game in the past six games. Okay, not 3 games, past 6 games. This woman has been an absolute monster for the side of Singapore, and I'm expecting so much more from Team Velvet in the pro scene, Cuckoo. Now, I'm super duper excited because Velvet has been able to show us exactly what they have against AIM Artemis, and this is setting up an amazing story for the playoffs later on because XDG have been able to build up more and more of just this force of, this aura around them that they are just untouchable in the competition in here so far. And they will only be able to make this aura even more stronger after this as they look to annihilate Team Eve, who has been getting annihilated by all the other teams in here so far, Cuckoo.
Yeah, yes, indeed. And XDG LXIX can show us why they are top #1 right now in the standings. And by the way, speaking of MVPs earlier on, we're going to talk about now with those hashtags that you need to put on the live chat right now, guys. This is the Valkyrie Honor Award. It's kind of like the MVP Honor Award here for Call of Duty Mobile Valkyrie series. And these are the representatives for each teams. These are the ladies that you need to put in on those hashtags. We have here for Team Velvet, earlier we saw Elmo J with those MVP moves, those dominating moves against Team AIM Artemis. We see here Katniss of 21 Huntress, Mia of Gaijin Invicta. Team Sukeban has Azuri for them, and then Afia for XDG LXIX, Issa for AIM Artemis, NU Genesis has Flacco, and then for Team Eve, we have Angel. So comment right now, guys. Hashtag Valkyrie and the player name in the live chat right now. Again, once we have the results here, and whoever will win, that winner or that lady will get a prize, which will be to be announced yet, right, AJ?
Yeah. I don't know if there's a prize that comes along with it. I'm very sure that, it's something that they can be proud of because, at the end of the day, it is a popularity contest to see exactly who is the one that is most loved within the community. But here's the one thing I do not really like about the Valkyrie Honor Award is the fact that we only get to push one lady from each team. And if you look at Velvet, dude, they've got a lineup of amazing characters, right? And if you look at Sukeban, the likes of Caxon, who always picks up that MVP as well, is truly well deserving. And the same can be said for each and every single one of the teams in here. So yeah, hopefully the next time around, I guess it's logistics and, picking a name. I don't know. I don't.
Well, anyways, AJ, since we're done with the first series, we're now getting set for series #2. This is XDG LXIX versus Team Eve. Guys, to the viewers right now, for the meantime, sit back and relax, grab those snacks, grab those drinks. AJ and Cuckoo TV will be right back.
Think you can take this? You'd be more intimidating.
Bestie, sabi mo hangout tayo. Puro ka naman games eh.
Sabi ko naman kasi sa'yo, subukan mo to. Mag-i-enjoy ka, promise.
Hindi nga kasi ako gamer eh. Pero sige na nga. Sige lang to Wow! Anong gagawin natin dito?
Magkakampi tayo, tapos kalaban natin silang lahat. Kailangan sa huli tayo lang matira, kaya dapat alert ka, ha?
Lahat sila papatayin? Lahat?
Ganun na nga. Enjoy lang tayo, ha?
Time for the mission. Get ready.
Anong gagawin ko ngayon?
Sundin mo ako, kailangan na natin kumuha ng baril.
Okay.
Enemy spotted. First blood.
Uy! Ayos to ah! I'm hit!
May sniper! Teka, i-heal kita!
Thanks, Westy.
Using adrenaline shot now.
Stay alert. Go, go, go! Nice! Subukan mo naman makatakas sa susunod! Konti na lang! Watch your six!
Only 2 teams left, getting close to victory.
Sa likod mo!
GG!
We have a winner.
See? Sabi kasi maganda, di ba?
Tara, isa pa!
Tara, tara! Start mo, start!
Sige.
Good evening, everybody. We are back. This is Garena's Call of Duty Mobile Valkyrie series, and my name is Kuku TV. Subbing in again for Beef Mommy. Hopefully, you're doing fine out there, Beef Mommy, listening to us right now. And then we have here on my left, we have the Mustacho AJ, and AJ now once since the series number 1 is now up, now we're gonna be moving into XDG LXIX versus Team Eve. And you already made some really good points earlier, AJ, that XDG LXIX is the dominant team right now in this group stage. And then we're going to be, or they're going to be battling against Team Eve, which has been destroyed by all of the other teams here in this tournament. This is going to be an easy win for XDG LXIX. As we see here the schedule again for day number 7, the last day for our group stages. We saw already earlier AIM Artemis getting the donut against Team Velvet. So right now, AJ, is there anything else that we need to see from XDG LXIX versus Team Eve?
Yeah, I can tell you what we don't need to see from XDG. We don't need to see XDG purposely not taking any of those hard points or, those domination points just so they can score a double nuke against Team Eve. We just want to see a fair fight between the two. And we want to see exactly how will XDG be able to obliterate Team Eve and how Team Eve will try to prevent it. Fia, Afro, Venice, Consta, Sika, as well as Yaki dropping in to represent the most dominant force at the Valkyries in here so far, and a fear to lead all of them.
Yes, and you mentioned about Valkyrie Honor Award. We do have a lot of really good players here coming from XDG LXIX. We have Afro, and we also have Consta. Now we move over to Team Eve from Singapore, and now we see here Cherry, Angel, Simp, Chewy, and Lyric, and we always see Cherry at that MVP spot, but sometimes it's getting taken over by Angel and sometimes by actually just Simp in the middle over there. And again, this team, like what you mentioned always in the live stream, this team is a brand new team. They just got together. They're here to have some fun, and I hope they were able to have some fun until the very end of this group stage. And hopefully we can see them again, right, AJ? Next time, if there will be another Valkyrie series or maybe in another tournament, Team Eve might improve at that time. But let's see here the team MVP head-to-head highlights.
Yeah, let's not compare, okay? This is like taking all of your exam grades and comparing it with your friend. Let's not compare. This is not the time to compare. Unfortunately, Team Eve, we do not want to compare stats with XDG. Afia is just going to be crushing it left, right, center. I just want to see exactly how much has Team Eve improved from day 1 until now. And yes, I do agree with you, Kuku. I want to see Team Eve in here. If we've got, the second edition of Valkyrie series, if we've got a totally different competition for an all-women's category, I absolutely want to see Team Eve. Because I want to see what they look like when they take a competition seriously. If you've been able to come up all the way to this level by, just fooling around, when you take it seriously, I feel like they are going to be super duper strong contenders in the competition.
Yeah, definitely, most definitely. And actually, I've compared all these teams based on how long they have been playing together. I mean, Team Eve is the most recent one. XDG actually has the longest time that they have been together, and that's probably why they're at #1 spot. So if, say, for example, Team Eve would be staying together for as long as they could, longer than whatever they have right now, maybe next time, next tournament, or next Valkyrie series, maybe Team Eve can dominate another team here, or maybe try to get a win over another team in this tournament. But for the meantime, AJ, we have the maps and the bans here. We have Crash and Standoff, which will be banned for map #1 at Hardpoint. And by the way, XDG will pick map #1 and map #3 as they won the coin toss. And there you see, Crossfire. Crossfire is the map, and I think Team Eve will have a hard time in this map.
Yeah, Crossfire is not easy to play. Hardpoint, central building is going to be super duper contested. You've got your lower floor, you've got the second floor in there as well. You want to go over to the rotation of the office building, you have to go through an open middle lane, and the gunshots are going to be coming from left, right, center. Everybody start holding hands. Okay, wait. Maintain social distancing. Don't hold hands, but start saying your prayers for Team Eve. Okay, search and destroy. Team Eve gets to decide the map, but I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make for their fate. Crash and Tunisia. Tunisia. Team Eve is like, no, Tunisia, please. And this time they will drop into Summit. And this is what I like to see from Team Eve. Pick a map which is going to make it easier for them to go in and control some very closed off locations, right? And that's exactly what the bomb sites look for in Summit. And they should be able to catch XDG off guard a little bit. But, gun skills will play a huge part as well. So let's see exactly how that cookie crumbles. But third match, Domination, Standoff and Crossfire gets kicked off of the list, Cuckoo.
And right now we have Fire Range for map #3 here. AJ for Domination. And I think XDG LXIX is just giving this off to Team Eve. We've seen a lot of firing range maps for Team Eve. I thought that they're going to pick firing range in Summit, in map #2 rather, instead of Summit. And unfortunately, they were able to get Summit for Search and Destroy. Now Domination will be for firing range. And again, this is going to be easy as well for XDG LXIX. We've seen a lot of, or we've seen them already, by the way, in firing range with another top tier team here in this tournament.
Okay. So, in competitions like this, I've seen a lot of teams of different standings go in and compete. And, apart from getting impressed by teams, I also fall in love with some teams because, I tend to, my level of respect for the team tends to, either increase or decrease after each match, right? And let's see exactly by how much the level of respect increases for XDG LXIX as they take on one of their friends from the pro scene who are just entering to see exactly how it will treat them. It is going to be an absolute annihilation. How it is done will decide how big the mustachio smile is at the end of the series.
And now, AJ, we are starting off with a hardpoint match between Team E from Singapore and XDG LXIX from the Philippines, as the first hardpoint is now set up for XDG, but nope, she will get destroyed by Afro rather, and Afia also trying to get this hardpoint right now, securing for Team XDG. It is still early, AJ. I'm not really sure how they will annihilate Team Eve right now, but again, it is what we are expecting.
Yeah, I mean, just keep an eye on the map, Cuckoo. You will be able to see exactly how things break down for Team Eve. I mean, just based on the respawns right now, it's just taking a couple of players up front to hold back the whole of Team Eve. And you know, that the spawn of the central building hardpoint, that's going to be hardpoint number 1. If none of the players can even come close to the central building, they can't even get past that corner building, they're not going to be able to get that hard point. So XDG is going to be able to ravage through the points that are available on hard point number 1 and pick up as much as they can. 46 points is crazy to get from a single hard point. And now we will jump into the office building where all of the players from Team Eve are already there. Consta dropping in. Chopper trying to go in for the wall bang. Unfortunately, please don't step out, Consta. Bro, she almost got wall banged, Cuckoo.
Yeah, yes indeed. And the Team Eve, they are able to actually get to 20 points. And, I mean, they were able to actually get into that central building, AJ. I mean, for just a little bit. But on this second hard point right now, looks like Team XDG LXIX is able to actually take control of it. Simp able to actually check out one of the players of XDG there, and Angel trying to defend, but no one's got the hard point right now. They're just trying to defend the lead right now, maybe try to go for the next hard point. The rotation is actually in now already for XDG. One player already out of that area.
Yeah, Consta is like the Indra of this map, right? She's bringing her chopper all over. She's getting those wall bangs done, right? She's getting those headshots with those goddamn chopper done, right? She's getting again and again all of her wall bangs done, right? Look at Consta just fly through, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Dropping in with a couple of snipes as well. It's going to be Sika pushing through, and XDG LXIX will now have 50 seconds on this next hard point. What is this hard point called? It's laundry, where they will wash away the sins of Team Eve. But unfortunately, Chewy makes it a little bit harder for them. Gets chewed out instantaneously. XDG back onto the hard point. Will Team Eve be able to nick up a few more points off of them?
Well, let's see. 89-26 is the score right now. The hard point is with XDG LXIX with 25 seconds left on it. They're not able to get in. Lyric with the chopper, not able to get it done as well. Angel trying to go against Afia, and you don't just go against Afia over there. She will destroy you, AJ. And right now, 9 seconds left. You will see the rotations now coming from these two teams. Looks like they're both on rotation. It's not really that consistent though for Team Eve. That's what they need to improve on as they move on, going from this one onto the next tournament.
Friendly airstrike Hardpoint lost.
Quite honestly, they need to definitely improve on their gun skills. And yes, you are right, Cuckoo. The rotations need to come in together as a team. When they trickle in one after the other, they are not going to be able to achieve much. 28-125 is a huge difference. And this is going to be the final hard point. We are not even going to go into the wear room. And this game is over, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. One of the things that is a highlight about Crossfire for Hardpoint is that there are 5 rotation points, and XDG not even allowing Team Eve to visit that Hardpoint number 5 wear room, and they will close this game off 150-28, Cuckoo.
Yeah, and we expect this to come right at us, AJ. And I was actually checking out the lowest score for Hardpoint across all of the 7 days. It was 11, so good thing that Team E was able to go on top of that. And it was actually not them who got the lowest Hardpoint score. It was a different team. So again, I would still say kudos to Team E with that stat line over there. But anyway, still a total domination there coming from XDG LXIX, as we expected, AJ.
Cuckoo, I don't think that sort of a comparison is going to make Team Eve any happier about their performance in here, okay? I apologize, man, but I really don't think it's going to help the situation here. 150-28, they got decimated, and there's nothing much they could have done about that. Afia, 26-4-24 on the KDA. She has only fallen a total number of 4 times, and that is unfortunately lesser than the amount of kills Chewie could get in that game. And that is the difference in the quality of these two teams in this competition. So we are not really looking for a lot. Team Eve, they can find a comeback in here. And the most probable map to find it on is going to be Search and Destroy, Cuckoo.
Yeah, definitely. And I was actually thinking now, AJ, I mean, is XDG LXIX, are they like able to like go against one of the men's team here, like the usual that we see? I mean, like say for example, NU Anarchy or maybe NRX. That's a good question, right?
It is a good question, but I don't feel like they are ready to take on a challenge like that first, because we have to compare as to how long they've been together, right? You brought out a great point. XDG as a team has been around for a while now. If I'm not mistaken, February 2020. But XDG, this current team, they were, the newer, younger members of XDG LXIX that, came up with this whole form itself, right? To form this squad. And that was put around January 2021. And so how many months has that been? They've been together for about 4 months. Velvet, on the other hand, they have been sticking together for quite a while now. From Instinct X, and then they moved on to Purge as Purge Velvet, and right now they've broken away from Purge and they're just on their own, right? They have obviously brought in so much of promise, but that again shows the quality of XDG. They haven't been around as long as Velvet. They haven't been a strong team as long as Velvet, but they are shining even brighter than them, Cuckoo.
Yeah, yes indeed. And now actually we are starting now with the Search and Destroy matchup here between XDG, LXIX, and Team Eve. And guys, let's see how... Ooh, what a sniping shot there coming from Consta, just getting the head off one of the players of Team Eve, and now only one player standing, and that is Cherry. And Cherry, again, always the MVP of the team. Again, she needs a lot of support here coming from her teammates, but let's see. Cherry, I think she knows already that someone's right over there. Let's see.
Oh, beautiful. She backs away, but opportunity once again doesn't get it as Sika takes her out. KRM, one shot, one kill. And let's see exactly what Team Eve has on their end, because the attacking side is XDG. They get to call the pace of the game. They are already damn good. They are already super duper fast. What can Team Eve do to defend against the likes of XDG?
Well, let's go ahead and see. Still on the attacking side is XDG LXIX. I'm pretty sure that they have that in mind, but it looks like they are trying to frag out Team Eve right now, as two players coming from XDG got wiped out already earlier on. Now able to actually get one is Consta with that sniping shot over to Lyric.
Okay, now let's see if or not Cherry will be... Oh, Chewie! Beautifully done as she takes Consta out. Afia returns fire as she deletes him from this game. Bomb gets planted up at Alpha right now. Cherry with the opportunity, but it is going to be Afia that will be tanking those shots. She takes Chewie out from the left-hand side, turns around to the right, but Cherry gets her out of the game. Afia, no! Cherry, why?
Wow. And she was way out in the open there. No one was actually covering him, AJ. And that's why Afia was able to get her. And now Afia with a sniper. Now with the Fennec on hand here. Let's try to see if Afia can get this one done. But again, the time is running out for Angel. Angel needs to defuse the bomb now. Unfortunately, AJ, Angel won't get the defusal. And this is going to be a win for XDG LXIX.
Why did she rush the bomb defusal? Why? There was no smoke, there was no defense, there was no nothing. Unfortunately, Team Eve could have taken that round, right? It could have been an upset, and that's what I mean. Search and Destroy is the game that they can upset XDG on. As long as they keep, they are cool, but not in that way. Afia takes Chewie out of the equation. Consta with the opportunity to go in for a delete as well, but Cherry is going to stay out of the way. Sika taken down by Angel. The KRM not doing the damage. Consta on Cherry, which means it's a 4-on-3 now with Angel almost taken down. Simp loses a life to it is off screen, and the bomb plant will come through for XDG. Angel, solo player against 4. What can she do, Cuckoo?
Well, what she can do is just hide, And there you go. She weren't able to hide out there. Just give the win to XDG because a 4v1 situation is going to be a really hard task to do. And right now, 3-0 is the score for our Search and Destroy matchup here between these two teams. Again, like what you mentioned on that round number 2, no cover, no smoke, no anything from Team Eve. That was their only chance, I think, in this game. There might be a chance here later on, but we will go ahead and see.
They this time go in for a full-on rush towards the defense. The bomb. Fia just shutting down 2 players so easily. Look, I see exactly where Team Eve was coming from, right? They went in there for the quick-on rush towards the edge platform, thinking that they can get a little lucky because, the numbers gameplay will fall through. Unfortunately, things were to go very badly for them. They do not catch anybody because it was a B rush for the side of XDG. This just fell very flat on Eve's face.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, Team Eve, like what we always see them doing in Search and Destroy, they are really struggling with this Search and Destroy map. And or right now, XDG, they might want to just try to win every single game as Consta will drop Lyric again. Consta with those sniping shot, showing us those highlights, AJ. As right now we have 3v5 situation. This is really not good for Team Eve.
The bomb has been planted.
It was never good for Team Eve. Taking on the best from the competition, it was a sure lose. The question is how much can they take away? Sim opportunity does not go in for the shot as Afia just turns around and shuts it down. It's going to be Afro who takes Sherry out with the headshot as well. Angel, final player left in here. DRH unable to control that recoil, and Afro will take that kill. It is 5 points for XDG, and now we switch sides. Eve gets to plant the bomb. How will they do it?
Well, let's see how will they take advantage, AJ, of this attacking side now on their side. XDG on the defense mode. They are already in position here for Bravo. Alpha, though, is really open there for Team Eve. Might as well maybe have someone scout that area first. I think Team Eve here trying to maybe push at the Bravo site as Angel able to actually drop Consta. Nice.
Okay, beautiful. So that's 1 down, 4 more to go. This is going to be a problem. Chewie dropping out real quickly when he's missing that shot. And that is a beautiful capitalization coming in from Angel. It's a 3-on-3, but unfortunately, Afro takes her out, leaving just Lyric as well as Simp in the game. Afro just goes to all of the other players. Simp with the opportunity of that backstab, but with 4 HP left, Afro still manages the kill. How? How is Team Eve ever going to be able to do this?
Well, I'm not really sure about that, AJ. Again, we're talking about experience here. I mean, experience really a factor for Team XDG versus, anybody here in this group stage. And with Team Eve's experience with them all together, playing in this stage, really hard. Again, really hard for Team Eve. Singapore, again, to win maybe 1 or maybe get a win over a team here with a 2-1 or maybe a 3-0. But let's see here. Post-game breakdown on the side of XDG LXIX. Afia with that MVP with a stat line of 10, 2, and 2. On the other side, Angel with 5, 5, and 1. And again, remember, guys, if we're talking about MVPs, we're talking about the Valkyrie Honor Award. Don't forget to cast your votes right now, guys, on the live comment section. Put those hashtags Valkyrie and then the player name so that you can actually support that player to win that Valkyrie Honor Award. Now we see here the recap from the 2 games. Crossfire going with XDG and Summit again going with XDG.
Yeah, so far it has just been a one-side show and nothing's gonna change really. As XDG will step into firing range, this is now gonna be a full-on shutdown from their side. Are we gonna be able to see a nuke? This might just happen at Domination. Firing range is a really basic map. You should be able to hold on. You see, earlier I made a comment, right? When you drop into firing range for Hardpoint, you're not going to be able to just sit down in one spot and control the map. Now, when you drop into Domination, on the other hand, you will be able to sit down in a few key places and be able to control the map throughout the game. And the Scout Tower is one of those places. The White Warehouse, definitely one of those places. Second floor of the Barracks Hut, one of those places. Command Center, one of those places as well. But you should be able to, set up a fort of defense within those sites and be able to just focus in on shutting down all of that competition within that area. Now, it all depends on how XDG wants to do this, right? Because they should be able to hold their own against the players of Team Eve, and we might just see a full-on triple cap throughout the whole match.
Well, for me, for Team Eve, I'll tell you what the game plan is. Get those power positions in this map in order for you to get Bravos. Especially, we have the White Warehouse, one of the power points for this map. And right now, we will see, again, guys, if you're just watching right now, this is XDG LXIX versus Team Eve. This is the last map that they're going to play in for this group stage. And looks like Alpha and Charlie, as usual, will be taken over by each team. Now, the question is, this branch road that we're talking about, AJ.
Absolutely. Oh, a immediate reversal, and Team Eve is trying to steal away the Barracks Hut from XDG, but the prevention will come through. Why? Because of that second floor of Barracks Hut. That is one of the power points that needs to be held onto. Simp with the beautiful play dropping in so far, but this is not Hardpoint. This is Domination. You must go in. You must pick up those domination points, and Sika controls the second power position of this map, and that is going to be the Scout Tower, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This allows XDG to pick up Bravo, but they do not. The prevention from Cherry will prevent that.
Yes, indeed, and I thought it was a good smoke there coming from Team XDG LXIX, covering off one of the areas or angles coming into Bravo. Unfortunately, now we see XDG LXIX able to get Bravo as Charlie is still with Team Eve. What does Team Eve needs to do here, AJ?
Oh, I'm so proud of Team Eve already. They are not just giving up. They are going in for the fight. They are holding on to the Charlie point. They are reversing it out. They are going in for Barracks Hut as well. They are not allowing XDG to take a breather. XDG drops in for clearing area, and Team Eve immediately takes Barracks Hut. I am very impressed with the way Team Eve is playing firing range, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Can they keep it up? Because this is one of their most fired up moments in this competition. But the triple cap and solo attempt from Afia might break their spirits, and they are in triple cap zone.
Yes, and you know what? Yes, Team Eve is doing something different right now in this matchup. However, they are playing against the top #1 team in this group stage. XDG LXIX will get that triple cap and will maintain this lead against Team Eve.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Firing range, small map, and Team Eve, they should be easy enough for XDG to handle by going in for a 2-1-2 split and maintain a full triple cap throughout the game. I don't want to say it, but the Mustachio, very rarely wrong. ABC, all in here. Just like preschool, they will educate Team Eve how domination is played.
Yes, and we saw that from Team XDG LXIX. That is really nice for them to be able to get all of those sites, Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, at that very end of that first half. Now we see again LXIX here trying to gatekeep off Team E from going onto Bravo, as looks like they're going to have an early capture here for Bravo, AJ.
Okay, now let's see if they can pull it off quick. Beautiful. Within, less than 30 seconds, they are into Bravo and Charlie. But within 1 minute, can they get the triple cap within 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Yes, they do get the triple cap. And quite honestly, they would have been able to achieve the triple cap in 30 seconds. But can they prevent it and maintain it for the full-on game? This is the test for XDG LXIX. And this is a test for Team Eve as well to get 1 point back. If Team Eve can get 1 point back, that means they win this game in my heart. If XDG can keep the triple cap until the end of the game, then they truly win this game in my heart. Let's go, Team Eve. Pull one back.
And looks like they are trying to get Charlie, but we saw earlier, AJ, cluster strikes happening on Charlie right now. Alpha, though, might be able to be taken by Team Eve. Unfortunately, again, XDG LXIX. Look at their positioning on the map, AJ.
Oh!
Look, wow.
God's perfection and goes in for yet another shot. Doesn't get it, but then that is gonna be a double kill. Make it a 3-piece back-to-back. Constar is on fire. And this is XDG LXIX showing you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you want to dominate a team, this is how you dominate a team. Getting the nuke, yeah, that's no flex. Being able to hold a triple cap throughout the whole game. Not being able to take an inch. Your opponent's unable to do anything. That's how you flex. And this is XDG LXIX at their best.
And the score of Team Eve not able to actually go even in like half of the target score, which is 150. So that is really how you dominate a team here, which is really struggling throughout the whole group stage. And I was like comparing it to yesterday, wherein Team Velvet was battling against Team Eve. Team Eve able to actually go over 100 points. So this only means, AJ, that really is XDG is the most dominant one in this tournament. And going into the playoffs, they will have that momentum fighting against Team Velvet, Gaijin Invicta, and AIM Artemis. Really good job.
We can't really compare it to Velvet's game against Eve, because Velvet, they wanted to flex their dominance by getting a double nuke, and they didn't want to go in for those final captures on Domination. Now, the difference between them as well as XDG LXIX, they played the game to perfection. They respected their opponents. They are in here for a serious game, and if they get a nuke, yeah, we get a nuke off of you, but our main objective is to show exactly how dominant our gameplay can be. And that's exactly what they showed. The dominance of being able to dominate 3 different points from start to end of the game at Domination firing range. This is literally ABC preschool lesson by the best team in the Valkyrie series so far. 150-28, 6-0, 150-32. They annihilate Team Eve. And this is the quality of XDG LXIX.
Yes, and I think a better word, they obliterate Team Eve in this series. And I think that these are the lowest scores for all the series here. If you try to compare from Team Eve's gameplays against all the other teams, not just Team Velvet. And yeah, I know yesterday the Team Velvet was trying to flex it out, and it's actually kudos whoever is coaching XDG's team right now, the LXIX team. He is or she is doing it really well because they're sticking to their game plan. They're sticking to their strategies, and we've seen them do it across all of the maps. And we see here on the highlights, starting off with Hardpoint, we see here Afia just killing bodies here from Team Eve. The cluster strikes also coming in from Team LXIX. And this is where we see now on the Search and Destroy map, wherein Consta was just sniping everybody. Headshots after headshots, AJ. And Cherry still trying to pull up some effort. Unfortunately, it is not really enough, as she is the only one really trying to, make a stand here together with some of these players like Simp there. You see there, Simp and also Angel, which is one of the players from Team Eve who always goes last out of every single round here in Search and Destroy.
Yeah, in many situations, Team Eve, they obviously tried to take it back, but many mistakes were done. Many mistakes were made. My apologies. And, it's just an all-out annihilation from the side of XDG, capitalizing on the fact that they can go in and show exactly who's boss. They literally, how else do you want me to put it, man? I said the way they can come in here and shine, and what we are most probably going to see is them taking a triple cap and holding on to it for the rest of the game. And once they actually hit that triple cap, they never ever let it go. They hit that halfway point, they jumped right back in with the triple cap, and they blasted it all the way. Afia doing the best throughout all 3 matches in here. Average kill on that 18, deaths 3, assists on 13.0. It's the average score of 2,800, but those are all just numbers. Is she the queen of Call of Duty Mobile in your heart? If yes, hashtag Valkyrie Afia in the comment section, because she has truly been on fire so far, Cook.
Yes, and again, for the viewers right now watching this live stream, you can help out the cause that Afia might be the queen of Call of Duty Mobile by voting on the live chat right now. Again, put those hashtags Valkyrie Afia right now so that she can win that award. And again, I think if she does win the award here, AJ, it is well deserved.
Yeah, of course. Afia has been an absolute monster in the competition so far, and she belongs to the team that, has just been so dominant in the competition so far. And sometimes, that's the difference that we see in awards like this. The winner might not come in from the team that's most probably going to win it all. It might come in from an underdog team. Now, this is just perfection over perfection. But the winner of the Valkyrie series has not been decided just yet, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is still the group stages. The playoffs are soon to come. Kuku and I will take a quick short break. When we come back, 2 more series of action for you.
If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the Valkyrie series brought to you by Call of Duty Mobile. My name's AJ. I'm the mustachio down here with the one and only Cuckoo TV to bring you all of the hottest action. And so far, it has been AIM Artemis as well as XDG LXIX shining in the competition. And NU Genesis Sukeban, how are we going to be able to see... my apologies. It was AIM Artemis, XDG LXIX, Velvet, as well as Team Eve in here shining in the competition. 4 more teams, Cuckoo, will be taking it up against each other. NU Genesis and Sukeban, the next series in here.
And yeah, NU Genesis and Sukeban, another team from the Philippines and also from Malaysia. We've seen the 2 Singaporean teams already. This is now the updated standings that we have right now on this day, and looks like XDG still getting that number 1 spot with 18 and 13 with 18 points. Same goes with Team Velvet. They're tied, but again, if we look at these 2 teams, XDG is going to be on top. Gaijin Invicta still on 3rd. AIM Artemis at 4th. NU Genesis at 5th. 6th is Sukeban. 21 Huntress on 7th, and Team Eve still at 8th after this one. And guys, again, we've talked about it already at the very beginning of this day that nobody can actually just change the top 4 already. Even if NU Genesis can actually get the 3 wins against Team Sukeban, they still have like a point needed here in order for them to be able to get on top of AIM Artemis. And AIM Artemis is already done for tonight as well, as they were defeated here by Team Velvet at the first series. On the second series, we have XDG LXIX just obliterating Team E with a 3-0. So 2 donuts already served for us. Will it be another donut here, AJ?
This is the problem, right? Because I don't think it's going to be. NU Genesis, I feel like they are definitely the better side. Sukeban, on the other hand, have been able to show us that they are able to take matches away from very, very strong teams. Sukeban took 1 match away from the 2100s, from XDG, even from AIM Artemis. In the next match, Ella, Bien, Flacco, Jella, as well as Jewel, especially with Flacco, as she brings in all of the prowess from NU Genesis into the match. It's not going to be easy for Sukeban to take down Cuckoo.
Yeah, definitely. And with Flacco, really good on Search and Destroy. I've seen her play a lot on Search and Destroy. She's really good with carrying the bomb and also fragging out with the team. Now we see here the lineup for Team Sukeban: Azuri, Moana, Meow, Sharon, Harley, and Caxon. And like what you mentioned also for this team, Caxon is just carrying it all for this team. Again, we've talked about this with Neptune before, that Caxon needs more support coming from Azuri, coming from Meow, and also from Harley, and also Sharon as well here. Again, it is still not enough. Again, still not able to actually go through the top 4, going into the playoffs, even after, if say they win 3 games in a row here. Now we see here the 2 players, the MVPs for each team. NU Genesis, Ella, and we've seen a lot of her, sniping skills here in this group stages, and hopefully we would see that again in future tournaments. However, on the other side, Azuri with a 14.61, 10.94, and 7.89 for average kill, death, and assist. Again, this is going to be, in my opinion, AJ, literally they're at 5th and 6th place in the standing, and now we see here the bans and maps as NU Genesis wins the coin toss.
Ooh, now this one's going to be difficult for Sukeban, and just because of the way the coin toss was won by NU Genesis, I feel like it's going to be a 2-1 to the side of NU Genesis in here, right? Because these 2 teams are really, really, on par with each other. Hardpoint. Let's take a quick look at the ban status, German boys and girls. NU Genesis will ban out Raid, firing range taken out by Sukeban, and Crash will be the place where they will face off at Hardpoint. And this is not going to be easy, Cuckoo.
Yeah, this is not going to be easy for Crash, especially on a Hardpoint matchup here between these 2 teams. Raid and Fire Range was banned as well. I think they already scouted each other on where on which map they are actually good. So this is a really good pick for NU Genesis. Now for Search and Destroy, Raid, and Fire Range. Again, same maps are banned for Search and Destroy as they pick Crossfire.
Ooh, okay, now this one's going to be very, very interesting. So it's going to be quite a bit of sniper action on Crossfire, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But we can expect that KRM and QQ9 to once again shine through. Raid and Firing Game once again banned out. They really don't want to play those maps. And Domination, NU Genesis will be bringing us into Summit. So let's see exactly how the cookie crumbles in here on whether or not Sukeban can shock the nations by taking a win over NU Genesis, and if they do, good on them, right? Because for Sukeban, it is going to be a huge achievement. NU Genesis at the moment in the competition, they've just been one step above. Even if you take, into account their wins and losses so far, Sukeban have only been able to win one series, whereas NU Genesis have been able to take two for themselves. Team Eve as well as the 21 Huntress was slain by NU Genesis. Sukeban, on the other hand, only have managed to take down Team Eve, but with the fact that they've managed to draw blood from XDG, Velvet, as well as AIM Artemis, it's so difficult to call between the two.
Yeah, definitely. It's so difficult to call here right now. As we start, NU Genesis and Team Sukeban for our Hardpoint match. It is still early right now as the Hardpoint is now being set up by Jewel of NU Genesis with a QQ9 action here. Let's see if she can actually take advantage of this Hardpoint. Let's see. Actually, Moana trying to push in, not able to do so. Two players are actually defending this one. The others are roaming around AJ. I think for me, this is a good strategy here for NU Genesis as one of the power points here. Jella able to take that chopper, raining down those bullets over to Team Sukeban.
Yeah, so you need to control high rise if you want to have your hands on the first hard point. Because if you do not have the high rise, they can just annihilate any players that step into aisle. That's the reason why NU Genesis have been able to dominate the hard point so far. The team Sukeban, they cannot step in there because no matter how many times they shoot the players down at aisle who are picking up the objectives, all they can do is prevent them from picking up more points. And here we go at hardpoint number 2. This is going to be high rise itself under contest, and it looks like it is going to be hot action from the two. Sukeban managing to pick up a couple of points in there, but it's just going to be going back and forth. But the number of NU Genesis players now in that high rise makes it quite difficult for Sukeban to go in for that invade once again.
And you know what, with NU Genesis just roaming around, like 3 of their players roaming around and 1 player on that high rise, they are able to easily take it back from Team Sukeban. So what a nice gameplay here. What a nice rotation for Team NU Genesis as they lead now with 59-7.
It's going to be very difficult for NU Genesis to take this and drop it, right? Sukeban have not been able to shine in here so far, and it looks like hardpoint number 2 is going to be full on NU Genesis. And now the rotation down the shop, it needs to be quite a far one, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We can see Sukeban is already in there. Just 1 player from NU Genesis on point as well. That takedown will come through, and Jewel will manage to pick up an open hardpoint number 3 for the side of NU Genesis. What is Malaysia doing? Sukeban is unable to respond to any one of the questions the Filipinos are asking at the moment.
And they're currently lost here in this map here on Crash. And if you actually saw what NU Genesis gameplay is doing right now, Jewel is the one just trying to hold the hard point. The others are trying to gatekeep them from getting inside. You see the map there. Someone just got killed there on those cover, the ones who are gatekeeping. So now, with 20 seconds left on the time here for this hard point, look at the rotation now. It is really quick for Team NU Genesis to go on to the next hard point.
Oh, thank God for Miaochi. She will break away the 8-point mark and pick up a few for Sukeban, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And that's really important because to get annihilated at just the 8-point mark would just be way too embarrassing. It is NU Genesis making their mark in here, 115 to 18. And we are on the rotation. Hardpoint number 4. This is House. NU Genesis can close it off. But unfortunately for them, Sukeban is the first ones on site. And now it might just change hands, but Miaochi and gang once again preventing Jella from up top. Sparrow action dropping in, allowing NU Genesis to pick that point up. And Jella will continue to place the pressure onto all of the players from Sukeban who will come to try to pick this hard point back up in here. And this looks like it just might be game over.
Yeah, it will be game over, AJ. I thought that Team Sukeban got the momentum on their way. This is normally where you would go for that comeback gameplay, you know. But then again, with now Team NU Genesis able to take control of it, they will get the win easy against Team Sukeban. And there you go, 150 to 32. What a way to start off this matchup between NU Genesis and Team Sukeban.
What was Sukeban doing? They were not playing Crash at all. Unfortunately, even for that final hard point, you know, the plan is to storm the front on House. And yes, there was one player on that low building just forcing the close, just making sure she shuts down Grassland. But that doesn't mean you give up. That doesn't mean you go in for the attempt on Sniper House. Why? Because you need to keep an eye on the board as well, right? They were already so close to closing the game off. And that rotation just made no sense at all. Azuri picking up the MVP for the side of Sukeban, but it was Jewel that was shining through for the side of NU Genesis, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. KDA 18-7 to 8 on the score of 3,332 as well. They played an amazing game. And if anything, Sukeban would have lost this 150 to 8 if it wasn't for Miaochi.
Yeah, you are correct on that one. Miaochi able to take control of that third hard point. Also, I remember Jewel was the MVP for Team NU Genesis, and if you saw their gameplay, Jewel was the one in charge with capturing those hard points, and she did it really well. She can handle it on her own against Team Sukeban, together with the support of the others of Team NU Genesis. And again, what a way to start it off with that nice rotation and nice strategy coming from Team NU Genesis. Now we're going to talk about Crossfire. If you talk about Crossfire, you mentioned about sniping. With NU Genesis, Ella, we saw a lot of highlights coming from Ella with those sniper. She can possibly get a lot of kills here in this Crossfire map. On the other hand, Azuri can also do that as well. We'll go ahead and find out here, guys. Whoever will go on top on this matchup.
Well, Sukeban, they have picked this Crossfire map, and I expect them to pick the win up as well. They haven't been able to show us any sort of great gameplays on Crash. They haven't been able to rotate well. They haven't been able to position themselves well enough to take those hard points, right? And we can break down Crash in multiple ways, even on hard point number 1, when there was already the high rise being taken over by the players of NU Genesis. We did not see any attempt at all coming in from the side of Sukeban to take over high rise and to dominate that hard point. And that was just a free giveaway. So clearly, Crash is their weakness. But this is a map of their picking. Crossfire. If you go in for those quick plants and then stage a perfect defense, you should be able to hold it off. But that's talking about bus station as well as that Bravo plant. How many times will they switch it up to Alpha? Because it's very rare that we see anyone going into plant on shortcut.
Oh yeah, definitely for Alpha. It's really rare for teams to actually plan on that one. We usually see a lot of teams going into bus station and going for that Bravo plant. Now, the question is, how will they actually rotate all the way through when all of the 5 players rushing at B? So that will be the question, and I think it's going to be Sukeban who will actually attack first, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see how they will play it well here against NU.
Yes, bro. Let's see exactly that, right? Central building, when they go in here for the push, nobody's going to go in to control that building first off. And that is an opportunity that NU Genesis can explore as they take the attacking side. It's going to be Ella going in for the quick on push. She might be looking in for the office building, but will flank right round. No smokes even. Very brave coming in from NU Genesis. Hopefully, this is not them underestimating the opponent. As Meowchi gets taken out by Flacco's KRM. She will take another one as well. This time it is Gaijin, and all of a sudden it is a 4-on-2 situation as Azuri responds, taking Ella out with a chopper. Another opportunity for her. 2 players right in front of her. She misses one, goes in for a other. BN gets taken down. One more opportunity. Jewel taken down as well. And Azuri on fire, but Flacco closes her out with her KRM. Now Flacco has been able to take 3 players in here so far. Will have to go up against Sharon, who has 2 in front of her. How will Sukeban be able to take this for themselves?
And Flacco with that KRM game changer here for round number 1 of Search and Destroy, and she's really that good with that KRM. If you talk about Flacco, and right now Sharon with the sniper right now, trying to check out all the angles here wherein she can try to see all of her enemies. However, will there be enough time for her as it is?
She takes Flacco out. Beautiful wallbang coming through. And now Sharon running out of time. 10 more seconds in here. Will go in for the fake plant. Positions herself, but does not take BN. But the hit marker is there. 10 more HP. So close for Sukeban to take it. And that's what I'm talking about. If they put their hearts and minds into this, they should be able to pull away, search, and destroy. Can the Malaysians get it done? This is round number 2. They have to defend. The attacking side. Oh, a double kill coming in from Meowchi. Gaijin taken down. BN, the one to get it done. Opportunity once again as she looks for it. Doesn't pull it through, but the bomb will be planted, and the Sukeban side are hurt. The Sharon getting taken down as well. BN on a 3rd kill in the game so far. Should be able to ace the whole team out. Opportunity for BN once again. Oh, gets the hit marker, and she will not be able to take Harley down. Are we going to be able to see an ace? No, one of her friends are going in for the steal. Flacco on the KRM action cuckoo, leaving just Azuri all alone.
And at that moment, I was thinking like their teammates was trying to give Bien that 4th kill. Azuri with a chopper gameplay, able to take her down. But then again, it is just numbers advantage at the very end with a 2-0. And what a start there for a second round with a 2-piece coming from Bien.
Defend the objectives.
NU Genesis, I expected a lot from them at the start of the competition. They've been able to show us that, they are still in their budding process. They are gelling together as a team. But I've been able to see them grow in the Valkyrie series itself. This is a side of NU Genesis that I could not see. Oh, Jewel, beautiful shot taken. One more opportunity, and she will shut down Sharon as well. And this is NU Genesis on fire. Azuri trying to prevent that bomb plant coming through, and BN will take her out from the back as NU Genesis picks up round number 3 as well. This might just be a clean sweep, Cuckoo.
Well, we will see that, AJ. Well, you know what? I mean, attack side is on NU Genesis. Let's see once the switch happens with that round when Sukeban is attacking. Let's see if they can get a win, because I think they can still get a win here. It's just that NU Genesis here is using the bomb right now to their advantage as another early plant here coming from them.
Beautiful. Oh, Ella spotting it, but too slow as Sharon shuts her down. This is going to be the opportunity for Sukeban to make a comeback. Azuri with the wall bang, not going to be able to find anyone. Meowchi going in for the quick push. Are we going to be able to see BN drop right in? Flacco in with her as well. It's going to be a 3-on-2 situation as BN uses this bus at bus station to see if or not she can get a very unique angle to take out the rest of Sukeban as Jewel shuts Sharon out. Gaijin takes Flacco down. It is a 3-on-3. Diffusal and the Ninja Azuri will pull it back for Sukeban.
And like what I said, AJ, I told you, Team Sukeban can get a win over NU Genesis. And with that placement of the smoke grenade on that bus station, it is just zero visual for Team NU Genesis at that point. Still, on the attack side is NU Genesis. Looks like they're going to go for that early plant one more time.
Opportunity now if she is a little patient. Bomb plant coming through. In here, Gaijin KRM jumps right over and she sees that player. Not going to go in for that push. Jewel with the opportunity here. Not going to make that same mistake as well. KRM in both of their hands and Jewel will have to be a little patient. BN trying to spot a player out. NU Genesis already has the bomb on the ground. It's a 5-on-5. A Sukeban running out of time. Sharon opening things up against Jella. BN unable to get that takedown. Goes in for the wall bang once again as Ella shuts Sharon out. Gaijin takes Flacco out with a headshot, and that's not on your screen. BN now with the opportunity, the prevention coming through, but Azuri takes her out with the wall bang, and all of a sudden it is gonna be Sukeban with the comeback, and they take round number 5, point number 2 for the Malaysians.
And the momentum has shifted, and also the attack side and the defensive side has switched as well, AJ. Looks like they found their groove already here. Team Sukeban, in that round actually, was really so patient. They waited until the very end, and they were able to defuse the bomb as well. 3-2 is the score.
Quick position into the bus station, goes in with the trophy system and the quick plant as well. This means that they will be able to pressure NU Genesis in to come in for the rush. Flacco, KRM, action, unable to go in for any pop. Oh, my apologies. She does manage to take Miaochi out. Ella, as she takes Azuri out of the equation, looks like Sukeban will be 2 ladies down. A 5-on-3 now, making things very easy for NU Genesis. Ella still trying to spot out more players from the side of Sukeban. No bomb plant just yet, which means they can take their time as Ella shuts Sharon out as well. Gaijin with the L on her forehead as well as the bomb by the side of her hips. Is she going to be able to go in there for the plant? She goes in for a quick fade. Gaijin almost taken down. Will have to back away from this, but Flacco will shut her out. Harley tries to stay alive. Flacco with a slip and slide, 2 Ps, and shuts down Sukeban.
And that was just way quicker for Team Genesis, NU Genesis against Harley over there. And when the momentum has shifted, the attack side went to Team Sukeban, and looks like they are now adjusting to whatever objective they have. And right now, with Ella's sniping skills and abilities, they were able to get stopped at the early stages in that round. Now the early plant is in. Now Flacco pushing in with a KRM, able to get out. Gaijin, another one. Oh, there you go.
Azuri takes it down. Flacco unable to do much in there. Azuri needs to recover a little bit. Jewel unable to do the same to Miaochi. QQ9 action makes sure that it is the Sukeban team who has 1 extra player on their side. Now the bomb has been planted. 20 more seconds. On point. Jella goes right in. Harley taken down. KRM getting popped through. 1 player spots her out. Ella takes Miaochi down. Sharon final player in, but takes Ella out. Unfortunately, Jella will take her down, and the defusal will be made by Bin for NU Genesis to pick up point number 5. That's match point right there, and all they need is just 1 more well-played round.
And Team Sukeban here needs to make sure that they win all of the next few games here, couple of games here. Next here in this round, as the match point now goes with NU Genesis. The objectives of NU Genesis is to kill as much as possible in the early stages, with Ella going for that sniper. However, she will get damaged there with 10 HP left.
She should be able to recover in here. The players from Sukeban are not very aggressive that she needs to worry about. As Azuri gets taken down, Ella will be able to still dominate this game for the side of Sukeban. And at the moment, she's just trailing Flacco. And sorry, she's not even trailing. She's equaled up with Flacco now. 8 kills each. They're both aiming for the MVP, but at the end, it is a team play for them. BN running away with just 1 HP left. Unfortunately, the shutdown does not come through for the side of Sukeban.
And looks like Team Sukeban planning on going for that Bravo push. Still on that side, I think Team NU Genesis is able to still defend it really well with their positioning, the angles of Bien, the angles of Ella, just stopping them from actually going for that push as Ella, like what I just said, AJ, stops Sharon from sniping, and we will have a 3v5 situation now in this round.
You are right. You are absolutely right, Cuckoo. BN in here. Can they go in for the aggressive gameplay as usual? Ella, as well as BN, getting it done for the team, leaving just Caxton with the L on the forehead, KRM to the face, but unfortunately, Jewel is there with a KRM of her own, and Sukeban does not take the search and destroy. This means trouble, Cuckoo.
Yeah, it is trouble for Team Sukeban going into the next map, which is going to be Domination, and the Team Sukeban needs to improve a lot here with their rotation. We saw from Team NU Genesis with their positioning and the angles that they have in that search and destroy. Ella just starting off with those sniping kills, Bien following up with another sniping skills, and then Flacco, Jella, and Jewel going for that frag with those KRMs or with those QQ9s. And look, who's the MVP right now? Flacco. I think she's the KRM goddess here, in my opinion, for the team. And she got a stat line here with 8 kills, 6 deaths, and 0 assists. For Team Sukeban, Azuri, still the MVP as always, with the same stat line as Flacco. And guys, please remember again to please vote for your favorite player here for them to win the Valkyrie Honor Award. Again, that is really important to them as well, because that's the equivalent of the MVP as we go into the results of all 3 maps here, AJ.
Yeah, super duper impressed with Ella's KDA there as well. 10-4-0. She just falls 4 times, manages to get 10 kills, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Are we going to be able to see both of them shine through in match number 3 as well as we drop into Summit? This time it is NU Genesis's map pick, and it's not going to be any easier for Sukeban, but Domination is that sort of a game where as long as you can get your rotations done right and put that pressure on your opponents, you should be able to kind of distract them, right? They go in for Bravo, you disturb them over at Charlie, but the way Summit is it's just created. It's so difficult, and it takes so much of time to rotate all the way from that alpha point to Charlie to pick up edge platform. And that's the whole crux of controlling Summit, isn't it, Coco?
Right, you are correct with that one. It is a long ways out from Alpha to Charlie. However, with this one, we've seen this already from the previous series with Team Eve and XDG LXIX. Or actually, it was the first one, right? It was the first one.
Velvet, yeah.
It was Team Velvet, rather, and AIM Artemis. And what they did in that Domination map is they tried to take control of that platform going up from the control room over to the spawn point of the other opposing team, which was AIM Artemis, and that actually gave them the win. And whoever, probably for me, if say Team NU Genesis will be able to do that as well, they will be able to take down Team Sukeban in this matchup and will serve us the 3rd donut.
Now, Sukeban has been able to take away very key matches from big teams in here so far, all right? But they have not been able to show anything crazy against NU Genesis. This is their final opportunity as we drop into Domination. What are they going to be able to pull in here is still to be seen, because, once you go into Summit itself, it's just so crazy, right? Domination is just like Hardpoint. It's going to be a super duper fast-paced match, but with a very big difference. At Hardpoint, most of those battles are concentrated onto a single part of that map at any one point of time. Yes, you will have some more dominant teams trying to keep a further line to prevent the access into that hard point. But as to most of the time, the area of domination will be switching up, and therefore it forces the team to lose some of these power points and continuously rotate. Domination, on the other hand, is just all out chaos.
Yes, it is all-out chaos, as the chaos started already with those termites coming from NU Genesis, able to take out 2 players already of Team Sukeban. Alpha and Charlie already got taken by each, and now look at Team NU Genesis. Looks like we're going to have an early capture here for Bravo. Yes, indeed. We see the early capture, just less than 30 seconds into time, but looks like Team Sukeban will try to take it back.
Gaijin with the L on the forehead trying to lead her team in here, but unfortunately Jewel is on side to not only prevent but clear those markers out. Gaijin once again drops right back in with the L on her forehead. She manages to pull that Bravo side for her team, but unfortunately will lose cable car platform. Now the same being done onto the edge platform, and Sukeban pulls one right back in here, and this was that chaos that I was talking about. Bravo contention immediately coming back in here for NU Genesis, but it is not going to be possible this time around. Are we going to be able to see Sukeban fight this through? Flacco doing really well to hold the fort down at control room number 2.
Yes, and they are going to get control room number 2, Bravo site again in a few more seconds. However, they will get stopped here by Gaijin and Arlie, and right now they probably would like to get Charlie instead of Bravo, as no one is actually guarding Charlie right now. But then again, the spawns are underway for Team Sukeban. They will be able to get the defense, and Miaochi able to actually get one there, and another one for Miaochi. Really good defense here coming from Team Sukeban, as they are now up ahead with the score.
It's going to be Ella dropping in here, trying to protect her clearing area. Are we going to be able to see NU Genesis pick that spot right back out? And it doesn't seem to be the case. They are just going to be running right through and wondering how much are we going to be able to pressure these girls off. This is the interesting part that is coming through, right? NU Genesis, nobody is bothering to fall back and protect cable car platform because they're so confident that Sukeban is not going to go in there to try to pick it up. And that might have been a mistake, because one player right now from Sukeban is going to be able to do that. And they do exactly that, picking up that cable car platform.
Yes, that is a nice play for Team NU Genesis. However, Alpha will be lost from their side, and now with Team Sukeban, the Bravo site now being taken by NU Genesis. However, Harley is there to save the day, and looks like they're going to win the first half here with a much higher point going into the second half of Domination. And this is going to be really nice for them as Team NU Genesis but no! Azuri says no! And now 75-49. They will take the first half. This is going to be really interesting, AJ, as we go into the second half of Domination.
So this is what I've been talking about, right? Sukeban, they've always managed to pull away one match from the big teams. And NU Genesis, as far as Sukeban is concerned, is one of those big teams who have been able to take away 2 games from them. And Sukeban desperately needs this. NU Genesis going to be picking up the cable car platform. First, Sukeban dropping in for that Bravo pick immediately, leaving the edge platform. And now is this going to turn out against them? Because the players from NU Genesis are already approaching the edge platform. Clearance coming through. Sukeban at that spot, and they should be able to pick 2 points out. Miaochi, beautiful KRM shot, and it is going to be Ella taken out for the backstab. 81-55. Sukeban, can they close this off?
And what a risk there being done by Team Sukeban, going for Bravo first. Charlie was not even taken in the early seconds of the game, and right now with 4 minutes left, let's see whoever wins this one, as Bravo will get taken back by NU Genesis. Like what I said, AJ, this is really going to be interesting. If NU Genesis might be able to get like 2 sites here for a long time here, we're gonna have a really close game.
Absolutely, man. Azuri, though, doing the damage with the chopper. One more opportunity out there, and she continuously does that damage. Now, this is that opportune moment for her team members to go in and pick that Bravo side up. But unfortunately, the rotation is a little bit slow. They are going to focus instead to take back the edge platform. Are they going to be able to do this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This is the side of Sukeban just piling in, and the attempt will come through, but prevented because of the cluster strike. Immediately, they change their attention to Bravo, and they'll be able to take it as well, and they will hold on to it. But the catch-up gameplay is coming through for NU Genesis, who have that Alpha as well as Charlie, and now the triple cap as well.
And wow, what a play there coming from NU Genesis. They used everything that they had there, AJ. Cluster strikes. They went for the push at Bravo. And with those many players at Bravo, quickly they were able to capture. And now a triple cap indeed for Team NU Genesis. And now look at the scores. It's now getting even.
Beautiful takedown with that Predator missile, and all of a sudden Sukeban needs to work so much more harder in this match, but they've already shown us they can work hard. Jewel dropping in for the assist on the Charlie. Edge platform gameplay, prevention coming through by Gaijin in here, being taken down. Gaijin with a solo pickup on cable car platform. She will be able to do it, and right now as a team they need to go in for the push towards Charlie, not Bravo. Look at that, Bravo is just being swarmed by all of the players from NU Genesis, but it just might be a little too late as the side of Sukeban turns out to be a little uncoordinated as they try to pull these points back, Cuckoo.
Yeah, and this is so much pressure right now for Team Sukeban. They got 3 triple caps here for NU Genesis, and now, or I think that was 2 triple caps that was done by NU Genesis. Now the VTOL coming from Jella just killing those bodies that she can see there, and now still with Bravo and Charlie in for NU Genesis. This will be a win here, AJ, for NU Genesis.
Yeah, there's no way Sukeban is going to be able to come back from this. Look at that cluster strike. XS1 Goliath being popped out as well. Shock RC to assist them to just tame the side of NU Genesis. All of a sudden, Sukeban try to make a comeback, but it is impossible unless they get the triple cap, which is something they cannot reach, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And Sukeban get annihilated. The third donut of the day being served up, Cuckoo.
And you know what? NU Genesis game plan there was to go all out in the second half. They just gave the first half for Team Sukeban, and I think that is what their game plan really is. They gave it up first half, second half. This is all on us. We will take it. Cluster strikes for Bravo, cluster strike on Charlie. We will prevent you from capturing A, B, and C, and we will serve you another donut.
Oh, Jella MVP picking up this time with the 25-16-5 on the KDA. On the side of Sukeban, on the other hand, MVP Gaijin with the L on her forehead. Unfortunately, the team just couldn't pull it off. In the first half, they were quite dominant, but NU Genesis showing exactly what they are made of in that second half. And the dominance just came through for them. And Sukeban could not do anything at all. Let's take a quick look at the overall results here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because 3 matches within the series, 150-32, 6-2, 150-126. NU Genesis, they dominate Sukeban.
Yeah, they dominate the Malaysians, what we call the lady bosses from Malaysia here, Team Sukeban. And I almost thought that Team Sukeban had a chance there in domination. Like what you mentioned, AJ, they always get one win against these top-tier teams. And one of these top-tier teams, even though that they're not going into the playoffs, is NU Genesis. And NU Genesis, across all of the days that we've seen them, they totally improved a lot here in this tournament, and hope to see them again in the next tournament, hopefully for Valkyrie series and also for other tournaments, as we will go into the highlights across all of these 3 maps. Again, in the early stages here in Hardpoint, Jella got this high-rise location, which is a power position here for Hardpoint in this map, and in this moment here. We always see Jella going for that capture in this hard point. She's the one in charge. She played the role, and all the other players, all the supporting players of NU Genesis just gave their all and obliterate them in this hard point matchup.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Miaochi, they wouldn't have been able to even get up to that 8-point mark. They wouldn't have been able to get away from that 8-point mark. Miaochi was just absolutely impressive for the side of Sukeban in this game. But, they just got obliterated in match number 1. And, speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to all of the Malaysian fans in here, Sukeban is not the only Malaysian team that will be in action today. After this, we've got the series. 21 Huntress will take on Gaijin Invicta. And this is going to be the final series of the day. Malaysia goes up against the Philippines once again. Will the 21 Huntress, will the Queens of Malaysia be able to dominate and pull one back from Gaijin Invicta, who has just been so awesome in the competition in years today? And this was, search and destroy. Sukeban, I don't know, man. I thought they were going to be able to pull a couple of solid rounds in their corner, but just absolutely outshined by NU Genesis.
It took them actually time. Team Sukeban, it took them time to be able to actually, to find the missing piece there in order to defeat NU Genesis. And once the switch happened from attack side to defense side, or it's actually from defense side to attack side rather, it took them time as well to adjust to the change. And when that change happened, NU Genesis was all over the place. They were able to defeat every single player from Team Sukeban in this search and destroy. But let's see here now the highlight coming from the domination matchup here. And again, the first half came to Team Sukeban here with 75 points going up. But then again, with the determination of Team NU Genesis to win this game and serve us the next donut, they were able to capture all points from A, B, and C. And there was a time that Ella was dominating this point in domination here in Alpha, and there you would see here AJ the VTOL coming from Jella as well.
Yeah, Sukeban just could not do anything to stand up against the likes of NU Genesis in here today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We have to leave it into the hands of the 21 Huntress to, save some face for Malaysia. This is your MVP, NU Genesis Jella, with the 14 average kills, 7 on those deaths, assist on the 3.0, picking up the average score of 2,140. Truly a valuable player for the side of NU Genesis. Unfortunately, they will not be making it through to the playoffs, but this was a performance that was definitely one the community will remember.
Yes, definitely. And talking about MVP, the MVP or the Valkyrie Honor Award is not Jella for NU Genesis. It is Flacco. So don't forget to vote for your favorite player here for the Valkyrie Honor Award. It is equivalent for the MVP of the whole tournament, and Flacco is their representative. So put those hashtags now to the Philippine community that we have here, AJ. We will see later on, once we go into the playoffs, who will get that award. I'm kind of excited who actually wins it, AJ. I mean, do you have any prediction, by the way, for the honor award that we have here?
Yeah, it's most probably going to be a Fia, but you didn't hear it from me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a quick short break. Coco and I will be right back.
around you. They are everywhere. They operate from the shadows, right under your noses. You have absolutely no idea what you're up against.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Call of Duty Mobile Valkyrie series, day number 7. My name is Cuckoo TV, and I'm here with one of the best casters here on Call of Duty Mobile, the Mustachio AJ. And AJ, we are now at the main event, and this is the last match or last series for the group stages, and it's going to be Gaijin Invicta and 21 Huntress Philippines versus Malaysia.
Okay, this can go really, really good or really, really bad, right? Gaijin Invicta has been quite a powerhouse in here so far. 21 Huntress, they have not made it through to the playoffs. If anything, their performance at the Valkyrie series has been slightly not as expected, right? We wanted so much more out of the 21 Huntress, but all they could muster up so far was a win against their counterparts in Malaysia, Sukeban, as well as against Team Eve, which unfortunately is just not enough. Now they have got one more opportunity in here, which is to redeem themselves, going up against Gaijin Invicta, who have so far won 4 out of the 6 series that they've participated in.
And Gaijin Invicta here coming into the day number 7 will most probably get a win here against 21 Huntress. But again, 21 Huntress, you can never just say that they won't win. They will try in order for them to get a win here against one of the top teams in this tournament. Gaijin Invicta has Devi, Rosie, Mia, Tokyo, and Ellen and Mia. Mia is the game changer for Gaijin Invicta. Actually, Tokyo is. Sometimes it's either Mia or Tokyo who is getting those MVP honors. So we will go ahead and see these ladies play out against 21 Huntress. Let's now see the 21 Huntress lineup, AJ.
Absolutely. Tira, Sakura, Katniss, Eudora, as well as Fox will be dropping in here to represent the Huntress's brand, right? The 21 Huntress. Eudora as well as Fox, they have been definite highlights of the team. Katniss has not been able to carry the team in here for a couple of Ws. This will be that one opportunity, like I mentioned earlier, to redeem themselves, right? Let's take a quick look at the head-to-head for the MVPs in here so far, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Sakura has been able to shine the best for the side of the 21 Huntress, going up against Mia here. 17 to 10 on the average kills. Mia clearly takes the cake. She goes down much less as well. Mia better on the assist. On the average score, Gaijin Mia does slightly better. But will these numbers paint the story for what we are about to see, or will 21 Huntress be able to show us that they can definitely take the cake in here? They managed to win the coin toss. Can they get the series as well?
Well, this will be an advantage here, AJ, for the coin toss here for 21 Huntress from Malaysia. They will be able to pick map number 1 and map number 3 against Gaijin Invicta, the top number 3 team right now in the standings. So most definitely they will pick their best maps here for Domination and Hardpoint. And I'm kind of interested with the bans here on which map they will ban for Invicta, for Gaijin Invicta, and there you go. Standoff and Raid will be the banned maps here. Let's see if 2100 will pick the map, and there you go. Crossfire will be chosen here for 2100. It's kind of like the same AJ as the previous series where we have it on Crossfire. So now it's up to their skill set. It's up to their game plan and strategy on how they will defeat Gaijin Invicta.
Yeah, Hardpoint Crossfire is not going to be easy, man. Search and Destroy, Standoff Summit, banned off again. Standoff Huntress, definitely don't want to play there at all. Invicta saying, let's get into firing range. A quick and easy bomb plan. You know, the push can come in really, really quick for the side, for the attacking side. And then for the defensive side, it's all about those retakes, right? Let's see exactly how will the pressure come through. But when we go into domination, it's back into the hands of the 2100s here.
Yeah, the 2100 side will pick Standoff as Crossfire and Crash will be banned. This is a really nice map here. Nice map for 2100s. And we've seen this a lot already, AJ, for the Standoff map. Will they get the win here against Gaijin Invicta? I think Gaijin Invicta still has the advantage with their skill set, with Mia over there, with Tokyo supporting the cast here. For 2100 side, like what you mentioned, Idora, Fox has to go ahead and get this win for them together with Katniss. Katniss, always their MVP for this side.
Yeah. Let's see if or not they are able to pull this off. You know, like I said, right, one final opportunity. Now, Katniss is not always the MVP in there. A lot of the players from the side of the 2100s has managed to shine in, right? And Idora has been able to do it quite a number of times, and so has Sakura. And whenever they drop in, but the problem is, there's just no unison within the team of the 2100s to go in there for those takes. And as we will explore how they will take on Crossfire in game number 1, that will be able to paint the picture for us very clearly, right? Because are we going to be able to see them go in and contest for these hard points? This was something that, you know, we picked up on like the very first day when they opened up against XDG. They didn't want to step into the hotel yard of Standoff, and they were giving away so many of these points to the side of XDG. And if they go ahead to be scared of those points and not go in to challenge, Gaijin Invicta may be able to punish them in the exact same way again.
Right, and Gaijin Invicta will get the early capture here for the first hard point. They are much closer to it, in my opinion, and right now, Team 2100 is trying to get this hard point back here from them, and Sakura with a QQ9 trying to push in, but again with that positioning of those two players of Gaijin Invicta, they are able to just take them out. I think Team 2100, I think they're actually moving on onto the next hard point here, as Rosie is trying to actually defend them from actually getting into position.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, right? And they're doing the exact same thing. The 2100s, they give up too easily. And you cannot do that at hardpoint. You don't know exactly what's going to happen at the next hardpoint. Look at Gaijin. Just ravaged through. Oh, goodness me. 54 points. 55 points they have taken up just at the central building. Now, if the Huntress are not able to stage a crazy defense at the office building, if they lose this to Gaijin Invicta, this is going to be one that they are not going to be able to recover from fully. Sakura into the QQ9 defense. So far, so good, but she gets taken out, and the switch around might just come through. And this is the contention for the hard point, and Gaijin Invicta, they are right back into the hard point. Thankfully for the 2100s, Tira is there to pull it off, but for how long? Because the engagement is going to come through, and the challenge will continuously come in from Gaijin Invicta. And here's the problem, Cuckoo. Huntress, they've given away the full of hardpoint number 1. Hardpoint number 2, they couldn't control. Gaijin Invicta's right back in there. What are they going to do? Run away to hardpoint number 3?
Well, I think that can be a possibility here, as looks like they're moving on already. However, Team Gaijin Invicta already is in position as well. So this would only mean, AJ, that we'll see another capture for Gaijin Invicta, as we see here Adora trying to push in, able to actually destroy Ellen over there, and that is actually a good thing for Team 21 Huntress, as they're able now to put up the Transformer Shield as well to defend this. But look, easy as that, AJ. They were able to actually take it back. Gaijin Invicta will score more points against 21 Huntress.
Okay, now Gaijin Invicta already has laundry. If the 21 Hunters go in for a rotation one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. At the moment, they are at bus station, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. They haven't gone in here to tailor shop just yet, but they will go in one by one, trickling in. Are they going to be able to drop in as a squad and flush out? Yes! Sakura! With the backstab!
Wow.
And they will be able to get this for the 2100s. 18 seconds in there. The 2100s are right back on their game, but Mia makes it so difficult for them. Sakura as well as Fox dropping back in for that support. Gaijin Rosie, so close quarters combat with the sniper. DLQ getting the damage done, and she picks that hard point right back up with pure skills. As we drop into the fourth hard point at the tailor shop, can the 2100s finally drop in and sew their gameplay into together, or will Gaijin Invicta be able to put this pin right through and close this match off?
And with the 2100s able to get point 3 for a lot of time there. Now on the fourth point, or the fourth hard point here, Gaijin Invicta was able to get in position, and look at all of the positions that they have. They were able to flank everybody else, but Katniss with that War Machine able to take it back with 25 seconds left. But I think this is too late for them, right?
Yeah, it's way too late for them. But exactly what can the 21 Hunters do? You see, Gaijin Invicta right now, they can do one of two things. They can waste their time and drop in for the tailor shop, or they can rotate over to the next hard point. You see, when you are in the position of Gaijin Invicta, going in for the early rotation makes a lot of sense. Not when you were in the position of the 2100s earlier on. And this is Gaijin Invicta with the right move, and they are now staging the best defense with just one player at that hard point to pick up the points. Two other players are going to be watching for that invade. Two players are going to be standing at butchers. Two players going to be taking the broken building and holding the point in here for Gaijin Invicta. And this is a very easy closer as they take match number 1.
And I hope Team 21 Huntress learned that going for that earlier rotation in the early stages of the game wouldn't work against Gaijin Invicta, or probably even any other team in the tournament, because look at what they did. They try to go for that early rotation. They try to defend that next hard point. However, with the skill set of Gaijin Invicta, they were able to penetrate all through that hard point. We saw that on the second hard point. We're in Tokyo, able to actually take it back from them. There was a good trade-off there, but then again, Team Gaijin Invicta pulled it off with 150-81. As we see here, the breakdown of that matchup in hardpoint. Gaijin Mia, like what I said, AJ, at the very start, Mia is their game changer. Without Mia, most definitely they won't run as a team. And on the other side, you mentioned as well Fox, another player who can be an MVP of the team on this one around. I thought that Katniss would try to also, go for that MVP, but unfortunately, she's going to be on 5th here for their team.
Yeah, so Katniss should be able to shine a little bit brighter as we drop into the search and destroy for game number 2, right? Firing range will be where this is played. Are we going to be able to see the 2100s make a comeback in here? Because at this, respawn modes for standoff as well as crossfire, hardpoint domination, it's not going to be super easy for them. Firing range, the highest probability. Why? Because they can just pull off an amazing rotation when Gaijin Invicta does not expect it. The 2100s will be able to place that pressure as well with those early snipes from Katniss if she picks that sniper up. So let's see exactly how this breaks down, Cuckoo.
Well, let's see how it breaks down. Again, this is search and destroy mode, picked by Gaijin Invicta. They will have the first one to be able to go for the attack side. Will be able to plant those bombs. It is going to be it's going to be mind games here for firing range. We can go either Bravo, we can go either Alpha. So let's see how they will play out. Let's see if they will actually go for a rush move over to B. Let's see if actually 21 Huntress can defend it at the very beginnings of the game, wherein they will be the ones on the defense side. Let's see, AJ. It is still, for me, still that 21 Huntress can still have the possibility here to get a win over over Gaijin Invicta.
Oh, absolutely, man. Let's see exactly how they will play this at the forefront itself. Will they go in here for a split defense, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It looks like that's what they will do. A 2-1-2 formation being broken down by the 21 Huntress. But the smoke that has been placed by the side of the... Dude, this is just perfection as they drop in. Tokyo shutting Katniss out, and this will be a position where they will not be able to do much. Fox returning fire against Mia, and the plant has come through so early on. 40 seconds on the clock, Cuckoo. What can the Huntress get done?
Well, let's go ahead and see as Fox will be able to drop one down there, as it is going to be a 2v2 situation. Devi able to actually drop another one. One more player left for 21 Huntress. Idora trying to survive with 5 HP left. Unfortunately, Tokyo will get the better of it. And like what you said, AJ, with that smoke placement of Gaijin Invicta, it actually made it hard for the formation of Team 21 Huntress. The one in the middle basically doesn't see anything.
Okay, now it's going to be a 2-1-2 split once again, and this time it is a Bravo push. Warehouse number 4 gonna be under fire. Fox with a beautiful thermite place will be able to slow down the push, and the smoke comes right back through from the side of Gaijin Invicta. Tokyo pops through at a 2-piece. Tera takes her down, but unfortunately it will be Ellen for that backup. Sakura drops her right back, and it's a 2-on-2 situation. QQ9 in the hands of Sakura. What can she do as Katniss will go in and equalize the playing field for both sides? It's a 2-2 right now, and the flank will be dropping in from Gaijin Invicta. Mia, Katniss taken down with the beautiful backstab distraction. Gaijin will be able to take round number 2 as well.
And that is a good gameplay there coming from Gaijin Invicta. Like what I mentioned, it's going to be mind games on which site they will be pushing in or rushing in. They picked Bravo site. Now they will pick Alpha. This alternate picks here for Team Gaijin Invicta.
Okay, it's going to be Fox as Tokyo goes down. Gaijin with the 2 back-to-back kills for their players. Well, beautiful one taken by Katniss, and that headshot will make sure they take a step forward, but Rosie with the 2-piece just turns things around for the team, and it's now just Tera all alone making the difference. QQ9, baby, and it's just Mia. The QQ9 battle going up against each other. Both have the thermite in hand. Are they going to be able to get the takedown? Tera will pull one back for the 21 Huntress.
And Tera was able to, hear the footsteps of Gaijin Invictus going into that white warehouse, able to take control of that QQ9 and able to get that win for them. So this is really nice for 21 Huntress, able to get a win while on their defensive side. Now Gaijin Invicta still planning on going or rushing at A, and there's no one else out there, AJ. Look.
Okay, now let's see if or not they will be able to get this, because this is a good plan coming in from the 21 Huntress, the immediate flank, but they will be able to not... Oh, goodness me. What?
Well, I'm not sure what happened there, but we only have one more.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
I thought that was a great gameplay coming back in there, right? Because they went in there for that full-on flank. They rushed Bravo. They came back through. Baraksat unable to surprise them. Shower Fronts unable to surprise them. The shutdown gameplay from Gaijin Invicta, just too good. On the gun skills, the 21 Huntress just cannot compare to the Philippines side right now. As Tokyo gets taken down, a beautiful thermite being placed by Idora, but is that going to be enough to stop the aggressing side? As Sakura takes Ellen down, it might just slow them down. Rosie! Get gets that melee kill on Sakura, and that's all they need. Mia right now with a 4-on-1 situation just because her team decided to throw this round. But is that going to be enough to stop Gaijin? I don't think so. Mia, with the 4-on-1 situation, is that clutch going to be available?
The clutch is a small percent. There's a small percent chance for Mia as Cat is able to actually see. Oh, potatoes! That snipe over to Mia. Mia trying to get in now to the bomb, and unfortunately, again, numbers advantage will still be a factor there as the switch will happen now. We have Team 21 Huntress going for the attack side.
Okay, now let's see if or not the 21 Huntress will be able to place the exact same type of pressure, right? It will be a beeline towards that Bravo side, but 2 players are already there. This is going to be a dangerous corner to take as Mia will drop 2 players, 3 players on top of that as Tira will finally shut her down. But the damage has already been done, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all by that one shining star Mia. Here comes Debbie as well, shutting Katniss out of the equation, and Rosie will take yet another melee kill. That karambit action will ensure Gaijin Invicta will take point number 4 in here. Come on, man. When they start pulling out those melees on you, the 21 Huntress really need to buck up.
Yeah, they really need to, step up, AJ. And, Team 21 Huntress is now on the attack side. So, again, normally we say that attack side would have the advantage here. But then again, the defense...
Oh! Rosie, my girl! What a beautiful melee coming through. Now they don't take her down, and the opportunity for the snipe as Tokyo will go in for a 2-piece, and they will not be able to do anything as Gaijin Invicta absolutely ravages through them.
Those melee kills from Rosie. It is so amazing, AJ, as they're now on match point. Still, they are actually lost here. They're the bomb carrier is still at the middle. This is Fox. I think they don't know where to go now, AJ. They're lost in the game.
It's going to be Rosie with the defense right now. The position being held by the 21 Huntress is at that passageway. They've got the bomb, but they are on the split. And this is a good way to play this round. Take it slowly. See if or not Katniss can get a takedown, but instead it's the reverse. Debbie getting Sakura and Fox out of the equation. Idora dropped as well as Katniss will take 2 pieces in here for herself. Tira able to take down Debbie, but unfortunately Rosie's right down there behind her to have her back. Katniss, KRM as well as QQ9 in her hand will try to take down a player, but Gaijin Invicta with the convincing 6-2 victory over the Malaysian Queens, which I expected so much more out of the 21 Huntress in the competition, but unfortunately they have just not been able to show us the old 21 Huntress. I don't know what's wrong with the team, Cuckoo.
Well, I mean, at that match point, if you notice, I think they just gave up. They just went at the middle on their spawn point and didn't really pick on which site to rush at. I mean, they were trying to get A, but they're thinking of going at B. So this gave time for Gaijin Invicta to plan out their push while even they're still on the defensive side. Once they got that Sakura kill, they were able to actually finish them out, wipe them out at the very end, and get that win 6-2 over 21 Huntress. And now we see here the MVP, and I'm talking about Tokyo earlier on. Tokyo really good with the stat line here, 10 kills, 4 deaths, and 1 assist. On the other side, the MVP is Tira for 21 Huntress. Now we look at the recap here. Crossfire in Hardpoint, 81 to 150. Firing range, 2 to 6. Both winning is Team Gaijin Invicta. Now we move on to standoff, AJ. What will happen here in standoff between these 2 teams, or might as well just serve the next donut again?
I don't know, right? I still have some hope for the 21 Huntress. They've been able to show us on many occasions prior to this that they are definitely a dominant team within the, the scene between ladies. But are we going to be able to see them rise up in the Valkyrie series at the moment? The hopes are quite bleak. They haven't made it for the playoffs. That might have, affected their confidence in the competition a little bit. It might have thrown them off their game. But, like I said, this is the time for redemption. Taking a great game against Gaijin Invicta is only going to help them to bolster their support from the community in the future competitions. So as we look at this one final round, this one final game for the 21 Huntress, can they take domination back? Oh, I surely hope they do.
Well, this is their pick, AJ, right? So most definitely Team 21 Huntress will try their best in order to get a win over one of the top 3 teams here in this tournament, which is Gaijin Invicta. And again, it's going to be an all-out effort here from Sakura, from Fox, from Idora, from Katniss. And now it's just a matter of time that we will see these two ladies team to fight it off. Again, rotation will be a factor. Again, the gun skills will also be a factor here. Whoever gets in standoff, we're talking about domination. Bravo site will be a challenge here, AJ, right?
I don't know, right? Because as we drop into the final map, Bravo, whether or not it is a challenge, it will definitely be highly contested. What's going to be a challenge is to get onto that triple cap and to hold on to it, because Gaijin Invicta, they are facing off the 21 Huntress, and if the 21 Huntress finally decide to play properly, they will be able to give Gaijin Invicta a run for their money. So this will be the power play for Gaijin Invicta, right? How often can they take that triple cap? And for how long can they hold on to the triple cap? And as for the 21 Huntress, their benchmark is going to be, can they fight off this hole? Are they going to be able to ensure that Gaijin Invicta does not rampage and hold them to a standstill where they cannot pick off any points at all? And it's going to be a crazy opener in here maybe as Tokyo drops in, doesn't get the shot. Bia steals it away from her nose, and it's going to be the 21 Huntress who manages to pick up that alpha side. This is standoff domination. Let's go, Kuku.
Well, let's go ahead and see here, AJ, as Fox now will try to go capture Charlie. However, we have a double cap already here for Alpha and Charlie. Bravo will actually be taken as well by Team Gaijin Invicta. And looks like it has been stopped here by Fox, but no, will be taken now by Gaijin Invicta. This is going to be a Gaijin Invicta lead here in the early stages of the game. I hope to see that 21 Huntress will be able to get one here, maybe try to get a lead in the first half, because getting a lead in the first half in this type of map will be really, really helpful, AJ.
Oh, absolutely, man. Let's see exactly how does Gaijin Invicta take this, because so far they have not been able to drop in towards that bakery area or the warehouse. And because the defense by the 21 Huntress has just been so good, and right now it's the 21 Huntress that are the aggressors onto that Bravo side. But Devi with the beautiful defense from up top, and Ellen will fall right in to the fray to take them out. And the opportunity to now say hello at Charlie has now been open, because look at the approach from Gaijin Invicta. They will now approach from warehouse first to get that backstab, and the exposure at bakery is going to be making sure that the pressure will be coming through. The Charlie attempt from Gaijin Invicta, will it be prevented? And exactly, that is exactly what happens. The 21 Huntress not letting this go just yet, Goku.
Yes, and like what you said there before this match even started, it's going to be a challenge where these teams will go for that triple cap. Charlie will be defended really well here by 21 Huntress in this first half. Now the question now is for 21 Huntress is to how they will take back Bravo, because it is hurting them a lot. With 56 is the score now to 31 of 21 Huntress. 21 Huntress right now, their rotation kind of being gatekept right now by the 3 players of Team Gaijin Invicta, and 1 or 2 players trying to still defend the Alpha site. But looks like here they tried to actually push up the tempo, AJ. I think they're trying to plan on that triple cap, but no, it will be stopped as well by 21 Huntress. And first half will go to Team Gaijin Invicta. What do you think here, AJ, now with this one? What do you think 21 Huntress can do to actually do a comeback against Gaijin Invicta?
Nothing. I mean, clearly they are being outgunned. And in the side of the 2100s, they are not able to leave their spawn point. They are unable to break away from that only one point that they are holding on to. And this time, they will pick Charlie up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's see if or not that Bravo side will be able to be grabbed by the 2100s. Tokyo dropping in real quick. Unfortunately, 2100s does not take her out, and she will be able to run Rampage. But the interest of the Bravo side has not been able to be cashed in by Gaijin Invicta. 2100 still have that opportunity as Sakura will drop in with the Sparrow. Beautiful kills coming in back to back. And this is that opportunity for the Malaysians, but prevented by Rosie's Annihilator.
Yeah, and Rosie's Annihilator annihilated, I think that was Fox earlier on, but now we see here Idora able to actually get the capture for Bravo, and this would mean a lot for Team 21 Huntress as they may go for that comeback gameplay. However, that will be stopped there by Mia and Devi, and right now they're going to take Bravo back, AJ.
Okay, I want to see Gaijin Invicta do this right? But now they are bringing in the XS1 Goliath. They should be able to take Bravo because of the pressure from the XS1. I was about to say I wanted to see them go in for the rotation and see if they can pick Charlie off right under the noses of the 2100s. But they don't need to do that because the attempt from the XS1 should be able to bring on enough pressure. But well played by the Malaysian side to prevent the XS1 from picking up that Bravo point. And right now, all the Filipinos can hope for is once again that rotation to Charlie. But no, they still want to force the case at Bravo.
Yeah, they still want to go for that Bravo. There is, or Charlie is actually open, or Alpha rather, is open as well. And right now, Bravo is still in the hands of Team Gaijin, or it's actually 21 Huntress is actually Bravo's site right now. So right now, going, ooh, it looks like the XS1 Goliath right now going for Gaijin Invicta almost again, AJ, but it will be stopped by 21 Huntress. Looks like we're gonna see a comeback gameplay here.
Yeah, if Gaijin Invicta lose this, it's only because they're not going in for that Charlie point. I don't understand why do they keep forcing the case on Bravo, go in to distract them at Charlie. When they drop into defend, pick up their Bravo point. The only thing that can stop you from doing that is them pulling out the XS1 Goliath or the cluster strike. 2100 almost with a triple cap there. Prevention coming through. Davey should be able to bring the UAV in. VTOL should be able to climb up into the air as well. As Katniss will drop into Charlie, but taken out beautifully by Ellen's Predator missile. It's now going to be the 2100s on the catch-up gameplay, but look at that comeback by Gaijin. It's now that Alpha and Bravo that the Malaysians need to fight to pick right back up, Cuckoo.
Yes, and Gaijin and Invicta are really doing well now in the second half, just right around until the end now of this matchup. Now the VTOL is now released by Mia, but will get destroyed right away there. But again, that VTOL helped out a lot here for Team Gaijin Invicta. Also the same as with the cluster strikes that was put earlier on at Bravo. And right now they still have Alpha and Bravo. They might try to go for Charlie, but they will get stopped by 2100s over there. Looks like this will be a win for Team Gaijin Invicta. And AJ, are you ready for that fourth donut?
I mean, well played by the 2100s so far. In here, their final opportunity is to pick up Alpha, but look at their positions on the map. It's not going to be possible. 5 more points in here, and Gaijin Invicta just need to make sure nobody touches their Alpha. And they don't even need to pick Bravo up, but they still force the case. And this is going to be donut number 4, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And it is Gaijin Invicta serving it up. And apart from Velvet, the only MYSG team to pick up the win today. Apart from that, it has all out been the Philippines shining through, Kuku.
Yes, and this goes to show, AJ, the level of gameplay of these Filipina women that we have here for our COD community. We have here XDG LXIX, we have AIM Artemis and Genesis, and now we see here Gaijin Invicta showing the MS or the MYSG rather, how really good all of the players here coming from the Philippines. But then again, this is four donuts for tonight that was served up to us, and it has been it's kind of like an easy series for all of the series that we have. It's actually kudos as well for all the teams who had played in this group stages. Again, this is the last day, AJ, of the group stages. So we will definitely see now the top four going into the playoffs. It is going to be Team Velvet, XDG LXIX, we have Gaijin Invicta, and lastly we have AIM Artemis. So I'm not sure who will win that, but there might be there might be someone who might go up against XDG LXIX or maybe Team Velvet.
Absolutely. It's going to be 21 Huntress trying their best to pull this win off of Gaijin Invicta, but unfortunately they do not get it. And Mia will once again pick up the MVP for her side. And this time it is Tira that shines the brightest. You see, my friend, I told you, it's not always Katniss. The ladies from the 21 Huntress, they all managed to shine on each three of these games. But it is Gaijin Invicta that shows them who is the better side. And they will pick up their third victory. Sorry, my apologies. The fifth victory of the group stages. Only dropping 2 in here against XDG as well as Velvet. Is that going to kind of, tell us exactly how the playoffs are going to be, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? That most probably might. But of course, like Kuku said, right, XDG and Velvet, these two guys, teams are the biggest game changers in here. And I am looking forward to seeing exactly what those two teams can do at the playoffs.
Well, you know what? Based on experience, AJ, for like these type of tournaments, there will be someone from the top of the leaderboard that will have an off night, during the playoffs. We've seen that a lot coming from all the other tournaments before. And again, all they need to do is for Team XDG LXIX and Team Velvet, they just need to protect whatever they started here in this tournament. So just make sure they will be consistent. And I think the most consistent team right now is XDG LXIX against all these ladies. As again, we are looking at the highlights, guys, for our Hardpoint matchup, and then now on to the Search and Destroy matchup. We see there a lot of rosy melee weapon kills. There you go. Another melee weapon kill there. And then going on to our Domination matchup here, we almost thought that 21 Huntress will go for that comeback gameplay. However, right at the very end, we saw 2 XS1 Goliaths released by Team Gaijin Invicta. Also a VTOL being used. And also the cluster strikes, just way too much, AJ, for Team 21 Huntress.
Yeah, it was a very straightforward game played by the Gaijin Invicta side, though, I have to say. It wasn't really, super crazy in terms of the strategy that they were being able to pull off. In here, they just kept invading that Bravo side, continuously trying to pick it up. And, it was those gun skills that managed to outshine the 21 Huntress at the end of the day, that managed to get them that win. And Mia, once again, picking up that MVP for the side of Gaijin Invicta. 18 on the average kills, drops about 9 times on average, and the assists on 9 as well. Truly a valuable player for the side of Gaijin Invicta.
And MVP, we're talking about MVP again. This is the Valkyrie Honor Award, and Mia is actually a part of it, the representative from Gaijin Invicta. So all you need to do now, guys, if you want her to win that Valkyrie Honor Award, don't forget to put those hashtags now on the live comment section. So hashtag Valkyrie Mia in order for her to win that honor award. And again, there's going to be a reward for that one as well, which will be to be decided here in this tournament hopefully it's a really good one. Maybe some type of COD points that you can use in game, right, AJ?
Yeah, I don't think the ladies are too fussed about what that prize is. It is definitely an honor to get voted up by the community, to see all of the love that is coming in from the community to push them up, right? Because this is all in the hands of the community themselves. So I think that's definitely one of the highlights of getting voted as the winner of the Valkyrie Honor Award. Now, let's take a quick look, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at the final standings of the day. This has been the Valkyrie series by 8 very strong teams. Team Eve, 2100, Sukeban, as well as Genesis do not make it through to the playoffs. It is going to be the XDG LXIX from the Philippines, Velvet from Singapore, Gaijin, Invicta, as well as Artemis from the Philippines making it through in here. And they have all been able to shine, but there has been no difference at all in terms of the performance from XDG and Velvet. So that's going to be a huge question mark going into the playoff.
Yes, indeed. A really big question mark here on whoever will win against each other. I hope to pray that they will be able to practice a lot here, AJ. I think there's going to be a long break here until we do the playoffs. So I hope to have all these ladies go practice, especially Artemis and Gaijin Invicta, maybe plan out on how they will play against Team Velvet and XDG LXIX, because there's going to be a formula there, a formula in order to defeat them. And there you go. The schedule of our Valkyrie Series playoffs will be on May 17th to 18th. It's going to be the same time, if I'm not mistaken here. It's going to be almost the same time here for our playoffs. And now we have Team Gaijin Invicta, Team Velvet, LXIX, and also Artemis. You see there, I think these are the MVPs for each team. And it's going to be actually 1 hour earlier, rather, guys. So let me correct myself there. It's 1 hour earlier. So here in the Philippines, it's going to be 7 p.m. on May 17th and 18th.
No. It's going to be at 6 p.m., ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
6.
For the 6 p.m. Valkyrie Series 17th as well as 18th of May. It's been a crazy long day for Cuckoo. I'll apologize on his behalf. Okay, he wasn't expecting to cover Beef Mommy in here today. All of a sudden, Beef Mommy could not, get onto the internet because she has a pet rat, and that pet rat bit her internet cable. So unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. Her pet rat was a nuisance. She let it out of the cage yesterday, and it just went all over the house. Unfortunately, Beef Mommy is running around her house trying to catch her pet rat. And hence why we've got Cuckoo in here. But thankfully, brother man, you are in here and the cover was amazing. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Valkyrie series, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So far, it has just been absolute amazing performance coming in from all 8 teams. But only 4 have made it through to the playoffs, Cuckoo. And on the 17th as well as the 18th of May, we are going to be able to see who will be able to pick up the Valkyrie Honor Award, as well as which team will be able to stand above all of the rest.
Yes, indeed. And thank you very much as well, AJ, for correcting me on that. Yeah, it's been a long day for me. I got informed right around in the afternoon, so I didn't really expect it to shoutcast here with the best caster of Call of Duty Mobile, the Mustachio AJ. And again, guys, to everyone who's watching right now, please be ready with that playoffs. It is going to be amazing. It's going to be lovely as these lovely ladies, these strong women that we have here in COD community in Singapore and Philippines will battle it out on May 17th and May 18th, guys. Again, I'm going to do the closing, AJ. My name is Cuckoo TV, and I'm here with the Mustachio AJ. And guys, good night, everybody. I hope you enjoy the group stages.